Welcome, gamers. Welcome to another event of 9MOONS Street Fighter Monthly number 8. Captain No Fun reporting for duty, and I got myself a grade A partner, the one and only 2B. How you doing, man?
I gotta say, I'm doing well. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is my first 9MOONS tournament, but I'm also really giddy because this is the week before Combo Breaker. So I feel like a lot of players in this tournament are ready to get some training in just before the big tournament next weekend.
You put up a very good point. Not a lot of times before a big event, a lot of players who don't normally enter online tournaments will enter online tournaments. It's kind of like your morning jog right before the marathon.
Yeah, you're right. Just like get a bit of a warm up before the big event, and we have quite a few noteworthy players in this bracket. If I can go ahead and look at the start sheet, we got.
Oh yeah, you can't say we have a few noteworthy players without telling us the player's worth a note.
That's right. First of all, we got the one and only Paladin in this bracket, one of the best Akumas in the United States. We've also got Liquido, a few other people. We got Crossover, and what else do we got here? One Way to God Jesus. They were on Team S this week. So, got a few noteworthy names here to look out for.
Yeah, thank you for that sit rep 2BA. It really shows that we have not only a smattering of well-known players who have ventured the digital seas of the tournament, but also a pretty good smattering of characters. And that's one of the things I really appreciate, especially with the online Street Fighter tournaments, is we're not as meta locked as other games. Like, we don't see 7 Kens in the finals.
Oh gosh, that was the season 1 days. Thank goodness we're past that. But yeah, there's a lot of broad characters. We got Dalsum coming up. We've got Azan rocking the Jamie. We got the Designer rocking the modern, and I mean modern Geef. When's the last time we've seen modern Geef?
Well, we definitely seen modern Geef terrorize a lot of players thanks to the Sajam Slam with Doki Bird. So Modern Geef is a character that strikes fear in the hearts of many because you do not need to worry about the 360. You just need to worry about the 1D, which is the down as you go down with the spinning power driver.
Definitely. I remember the designers made great use of just like the single button level 3. As soon as their opponent like approaches them in range, you know that level 3 is going to rip regardless of they're like attacking or whatnot.
I agree, and there is a wider conversation about modern controls, and no, the conversation is not do they belong, because that's the answer is yes. It's more so how we implement them. Thanks to players like FemChef who really are pushing forward with accessibility in fighting games. I'm really all for the simplified inputs as long as they're balanced. But hey, let's go ahead and go to a very match that is not simple. Cammy versus Bison, two of the most aggressive rush down characters in this game. UBA on paper, who's got this?
I'm looking at Master versus Diamond rank, but I will tell you what, like LP doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but we're getting a really strong start from Steelbirds here, rocking the Psycho Crusher into the corner now, trying to keep Phyllo in there. Let's see if they can keep Phyllo inside corner.
Yeah, M. Bison's pressure game is notorious not to mention his ability to damage. However, Phyllo is playing Cammy, the character that won EVO 2025, piloted by Punk. So this character has a lot of tools in her toolkit.
For sure, she has a lot of tools. She did get nerfed on last patch, but she's still a very strong character. Now, doing a reverse ODDP. Hey, kids, at the end of the day, say no to the mix-up.
Hey, would you DP for $1 million?
I don't know about you, but I would. Oh, man.
We want to talk about $1 million. That was a $1 million baby jab right there from Steelbird, taking the first round in the early lead. You always want to take the early lead. Winning is good, losing is bad. Captain No Fun exclusive code 2025.
All right, Phyllo, once again, trying to lock Steelbird in the corner, but the thing about Bison, he does a lot of damage when he gets going, but look at that drive gauge on Steelbird.
Oh, unfortunately, Phyllo went too deep with the spiral arrow, and I could have seen a bigger punish from Steelbird, and you can see that Steelbird, not Steven. Steelbird is landing a lot of these counter hit jabs, but is not believing in the combo, doesn't get all the conversions, and Phyllo takes that round 1 apiece.
Yeah, starting to find some confidence, getting that confirmed at the end there with the drive rush cancel. Now we're going to the final round here. Oh, we're mashing on there. This got hurt a lot. Oh no, but the combo dropped. So we can't put the mine down.
Unfortunate. You really bring up, you brought up Stillbird's rank in Diamond 4. While rank is just a number, it is an indicator of how many matches we usually see in the online space, and I fully believe that Stillbirds could have landed that combo if they... Oh, arrogant fool! Here goes the Cosmic Mulligan, and this time, we put the pizza.
Oh! Oh no, did level 3! Oh, but we get the overhead instead. Steelbirds taking game 1 here.
Overhead instead, and that Cammy is dead.
Goodness gracious. We saw at the end of game 1 there, Steelbirds saw that level 3 on Phyllo's gauge on the bottom left, probably trying to bait something out, but Phyllo didn't bite, but unfortunately Spiral Arrow gonna blow up from game 1 instead as we move on to game 2 now.
Yeah, what you're going to see right now from Steelbirds is they're really holding down the universal charge, and it really feels like Phyllo is doing most of the approaching, and Steelbirds is trying to play keep out. Notice with the jump back, but the great dive kick from Phyllo. Steelbirds is in the corner. This is really bad for Bison because he doesn't have the best reversals.
That's why he can only rely on good reads, and a good read on the grab tech to put Steelbirds out of the corner.
Overhead, arrogant fool! Let's put the bomb on here. That is so much damage placed in. Phyllo wisely uses the spiral arrow, gets the bomb off of him, and gets out of the corner. And you can really see that Phyllo is getting punished. He's spiral.
Oh, man.
What I was about to say is that these really close range spiral arrows costing Phyllo a lot, but what cost him more was that block DP.
Yeah, Phyllo kind of messing up on spacing there with the spiral arrow, but let's see if we can try it once again. Putting Steelbirds in the corner. Here we go. Strike throw. As again, Bison. Not very good defense, right? Really has to find a way to get out of the corner. He does, but at what cost now?
Well, Phyllo, it's the cost of Bison's health because Phyllo actually used the corner switch, pushing Bison to the other corner, hooligan combination, and again, Phyllo is getting teched on. What I want to see from Phyllo is shimmying, because you'll notice that Steelbird is doing techs every opportunity.
You're right. Yeah, that's the second time in a row now Steelbird's tech the grab, so Phyllo really needs to rethink how to approach birds.
Again, right there, there's another tech. Air throw from Phyllo, not an NRD Blanca throw. Punish counter did not believe in it. You can see a lot of damage being left on the table with these two fighters. It is the first game, so things are going to be a little bit sloppy jalopy, understandably so. Great use of the standing heavy punch for the anti-air.
Oh gosh, we're playing strike throw. Are we doing a third one? Oh, we tried to bait out a reaction from Phyllo, but Phyllo doesn't bite. It's still...
And they trade. That's one of them GameStop trades. Steelbird taking that game right there.
He's taking that game, but he's only getting $10 from that game.
Oh yeah, you know, it's like, what, 5 Nintendo games, a Game Boy Advance, and an Xbox, regular Xbox with Halo in it, signed. $10 store credit. You forgot store credit, TBA.
Forgot store credit. I'll tell you what, I'm thankful back in the day, GameStop wouldn't allow me to trade in my GameCube games. I'm thankful they didn't, as I really upped in price because of that, but
don't be getting rid of your GameCube stuff. Do not do that.
I was a child back then. I was desperate for money, but Steelbird's not desperate for trying to get the resets, but now we're kind of just shimmying here.
Oh, that could have been a big punish from Phyllo. Steelbird's whiffing the buttons, the standing knee kick with a really good approach. OD dive kick, gets the throw, gets the hit.
Oh my gosh, no punish from Phyllo, but still gets a hit and puts Steelbird's in the corner.
Oh,
Counter
that's
hit.
Be a big meaty button. That's that heavy button that could go into anything. So meaty, so much damage. And now we are at, I believe, final, set point for Phyllo. Wait, no, not set point. Bison won 2 games. Never mind. Phyllo can win the game.
It will be set point, and Steelbirds takes the round here, but it's not looking good as Phyllo again locking Steelbirds in the corner, and that's something we're seeing an adjustment from Phyllo. Steelbirds really likes to Devil's Reverse jump out of the corner, but now Phyllo's spacing themselves perfectly so that Steelbirds doesn't escape the corner through that. It's enough for them to take the first game.
I like how you said perfectly right when Phyllo got a perfect.
Nice. I love happy accidents like that.
Okay, Bob Ross. Both trade, but because of the standing heavy punch, Phyllo was able to get a lot more of that combination. And now Steelbird's backed in the corner. We know that Steelbirds is the type of person to tech a throw on the approach, and Phyllo instead goes for the dive kick, beating out the crouching heavy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy! Oh, okay, that works too.
It works too. It's a mini shimmy. We just couldn't see it. Phyllo being very aggressive with these OD dive kicks, but it's enough to once again put Steelbirds in the corner. Oh, tried to space Steelbirds perfectly to make sure they don't get out with the Devil's Reverse, but it didn't work that time. Oh no, we're whiffing the binds!
Yeah, that is very unfortunate because Steelbirds had to spend 2 bars of drive gauge for that. And I understand why going for the full combo conversion, because we get to put this bomb on our opponent, but you want to make sure that you spend the resources and fully commit.
Definitely want to commit. Oh wow, we're pressing buns on Bin Knuckle, that's +3, but hey, Phyllo's going to take game 2 now, and we are now at final game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, 2 games apiece for both fighters. Who knew that the first game of 9 Moons Tekken, 9 Moon Street Fighter Monthly number 8 would be so competitive?
Oh man, Phyllo definitely want to get things started with the meaty spiral arrow. Once again, putting Steelbirds in the corner. Yeah.
Oh, that could have been a whiff punish right there for Phyllo. That's going to be a big one, but that punish was pretty good, but we could have gotten more out of it.
I wonder if Phyllo meant to do OD spiral arrow instead of cannon spike there, but just got an accidental misinput, because it would have put Steelbirds in the corner in that situation.
That's a very good hypothesis. No standing heavy punch.
Oh my gosh, Phyllo has a slither of drive left. Can't do much. We're just going to go for raw hooligans. But it's working out. We're getting out of the corner.
Okay, this time we get the full combination. We wanted to throw a reset arrogant full. This could be the kill as long as Steelbirds doesn't drop it. Instead, puts the bomb and blows them up. Set point for Steelbirds.
Steelbirds did such a great job optimizing that combo. Didn't even need to spend any meter to get the kill as well, and because of that, we now have 2 bars going into round 2 here.
Meanwhile, to give our viewers at home context, we have a whopping 33 fighters in this 9 Moons Monthly. Thank you very much to everybody watching and entering. It's going to be a very beefy tournament, especially since we're doing first to 3 all the way from pools. Arrogant fool! Now, we have not seen a successful level 3 from Steelbirds until now. Commentator's curse is going to be a curse upon Python, as they're going to eat this wholly level 3 still stuck in the corner.
Yeah, since the Steelbirds has a roundup, that means they're confident they're able to take this round, but Phyllo still got a comeback left in them. We could see it happen.
You might think you have the round, but unfortunately, Phyllo made sure that round was turnaround. And now, final game, final round, these 2 fighters. What a competitive game.
Very competitive indeed. Unfortunately, spending that level 3 Steelbirds, only able to get like just barely 1 bar of meter into final rounds here, but it's not entirely impossible for them to get another level 3 or find the instance to use the resources here.
Yeah, Phyllo does have a full stick of butter. We could definitely cook something, bake something real beefy.
We're getting patient though with this bigger.
Oh, the punish counter with the crouch medium, that could have been it. One more interaction away. Phyllo just needs to put one big move and Steelbirds is knocked out.
I tell you, Phyllo keeps, I don't know if they keep pressing grab or buttons when Steelbirds heads to Devil's Reverse, but it's not going to matter as we hit the crouching low.
Legends is double that of the second place legend character.
Really? Actually,
correct.
I know that.
Everybody loves Mai.
People buy games for my. Oh man, but we're gonna match your Jazdero, Rocket the Mai versus Jewelman. Rocket the Honda trying to find a way to get out of the corner here with that drive rush. Now we're gonna do a bit of a corner carry to the other side now.
Oh, that standing medium punch is so good from Jewelman.
So I'm also surprised to beat Mai's heavy punch because hey, her HP is such a terrifying button. It feels like it's so hard to challenge.
Oh, here Jewelman puts himself in burnout, spends all the resources putting Jazdero at 1 touch left, and that touch is going to be a jumping medium kick.
Gosh, I always get scared when people burn themselves out trying to go for the kill, and it just barely doesn't kill at the end, but Jewelman still able to make it work out.
Nice throw from Jewelman. Jazdero going to have to be on the defensive end. That's going to still be Jewelman's turn.
Ooh, we bait out the jump from Jewelman, and we're getting the level 1 buffs. Okay. I'll see what Jazdero's put up here.
We got ourselves a drive impact. Jazdero getting a lot of damage on the table, and this mind mix-up is so disgusting.
Man, that was such a checkmate situation. Jewelman could have woke up a level 1 or 2, but honestly, I think did the best decision, just like hold the block and just take the chip out. Because he was going to get chipped out regardless. And now we got 3 bars of meter going into final rounds. We don't even need to spend it, but hey, we have it as we get the perfect for game 1 now.
Jewelman letting you know that even though they're not the Grand Master, they are definitely the master of Ihano with that.
The other side of the screen.
Wait, I'm no fun. Captain no fun to be ignored. Zach. Oh, yo, what's up, EC? Crouching medium punch from JP. Crouching medium kick, such a pesky button. JP has really, really good buttons.
Yeah, such great buttons. Really great range. Trying to keep Jewelman out with these long reach buttons.
You can see that Jazdero is more interested in playing the poking game with normals than using a JP specials.
Is that the point where throwing out all these buttons on, even like freezing Jewelman up, not wanting to commit to any buttons in fear of getting counter hit, or even worst case scenario, punish counter from a whiff, say like that, with the jumping heavy kick to hit the whiff the eye.
That's going to be a big punish from Jazdero, and you know they got this.
Here we go. Now we gotta play the zoning game. Trying to keep Jewelman out, but need to find a way to get in with the drive rush. Oh, but jumps out of the corner.
Oh, the butt slam was stopped by JP's normals, and the level 2 is going to whittle Jewelman down, and unfortunately he gets hit, so this is going to be full super and drive gauge damage.
Going for that DI in the middle, just whittling down that drive gauge. Oh my god, Jewelman's almost in burnout because of it.
Burns themselves out, but the crouching medium punch from Jazdero is going to stop the drive rush, and the level 1 is going to put an end to this 1-to-1. The switch to JP was the correct move.
Man, this is... I'll tell you what, as an honest grappler player, I gotta say, this feels rough, man, for Jewelman. You're playing against an opponent, and all of a sudden they turn into JP, one of the best zoners in the game. It's rough, man.
Especially since you're E-Honda.
I like that. Going for the strike on the button, because you know Honda's like canceling that into the command grab. But Jazdero thought the grab was coming, so instead going for the strike is enough to take the perfect.
I take it perfect. That's a pretty good trade.
Very good way to start the next game here, but I'll tell you what, this is a rough way to start the next rounds. On the other side of the screen against JP, trying to figure out a way to get in on him.
It's going to be Jewelman being flipped to the opposite side of the screen. Classic JP. Now we activate the level 2. And since we don't have to worry about a nerf. What? You're going to jab through that?
I'm sorry. Why did that whip? What? I mean, hey, Jazdero still took the game or round, so I guess it's all right at the end.
Meanwhile, Jewelman looking to get their second game in.
Okay, I like this. Go for the level 3. We're in the yellow for the drive gauge, so we need to find a way to get that drive back and to run Jazz in a situation where they get killed or be killed in one combo, but Jazz knew the DI was coming. Counter DI, going for the level 2. We're going to go for a side switch and maybe a reset. Okay, no, we're just attacking that drive gauge. We know Jewelman's only at 2 bars to drive now. Oh, they're burn themselves out as well.
Oh, big buttons from Jewelman.
Big buttons indeed. Once again, I wonder if Jazdero is conditioned to jump in that situation, because that's the second time they've hit the hit with that button. Is this the first time we've seen the Oich?
Yeah, the Oija throw has been a little treat for Jewelman.
Headbutt, get out of the corner here.
Spinning cane from Jazdero, parries the headbutt. Excellent defense and keep out from Jazdero.
Great keep out, and especially now they're starting to anti-air Jewelman's jump-ins, but not enough. Jewelman, once again, there's now on potential set point.
Off to a hot start with OD butt slam.
And once again, Jewelman's
Big big damage.
Okay, we're continuing it off. No reset. We're going for some departure instead. Not gonna kill here, but might as well get catch out the meter on the OD departure. Now we're back to final game or final round.
Is where I think Jazdero will be using his hands for oh, crouching heavy punch, excellent.
Here we go again. One Jewelman at the other side of the screen, but finds the raw headbutt to get in.
Oh, and we challenge with that.
Go again, Jewelman. Oh, man. Jewelman's getting a little greedy with these DIs. I don't know. Jazdero's always expecting them.
And Jazdero holding on to the level 2 super side switch and will still get the full combo. Oh man, this is big. Good damage. Critical art against Jazdero. Almost gonna tie it up.
Oh my gosh, they're so even on life, but then we get the combo into the hands. Jewelman doing almost a really impossible, really rough. We're gonna see One Way to Jesus versus Antonio up next here on stream.
This is going to be a very, a rather aggressive match, especially One Way to Jesus is playing DJ and Antonio Adams playing the weakest Shoto, Ken.
I can't, man. I can't with these allegations, bro.
Holy cow! Look at this pressure string from One Way to Jesus.
I'll tell you what, that was a one-way ticket to the top there with the perfect to start the first game. One Way having a very strong start. And we can see, like, from that first round, just attacking Antonio's drive gauge to put themselves in burnout with the span of, what, like 20 seconds?
True. Now Antonio's more than willing to use some ODGP to just make sure Jesus does not get their pressure. Side switch and the punish. This is going to be really bad because you got corner and you're getting your ass beat.
Yep, going for the fireball just in case Antonio wakes up, excuse me, with level 1, but we're going to confirm into the level 3 here. One Way to God Jesus taking game 1 within the span of a minute.
One Way to the sky, you know, Jesus Jesus got a lot of time. It doesn't got a lot of time, you know, being the son of God, dying for the sins of humanity. So, you know, Jesus doesn't get paid by the hour.
As soon as he's done with one miracle, he's on his way to the next city, and one way he's playing that exact same way, trying to speed run this game here. Look at that, Antonio already down half life, and we're only at 84 seconds.
Out. Antonio turns the other cheek, absorbs the drive impact, and lands one of their own.
Turns the other cheek for the DI. I love it.
One way that Jesus went for the throw, but Antonio Adams jumps over. Oh, right. I love that. Using the Jinrai, making sure that to take advantage of the tendency to block. Side switch from Jesus. I can't.
The joke's got to end.
Keeps the pressure going. And the Son of God puts the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit right there. 2 rounds apiece. We got to make sure we get our games done before Sunday, because that's when God rests.
We got these done before Sunday. We got 1 game for God, 1 game for the Son. We just gotta have the final
1 more
game.
for the Holy Spirit?
Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see if Antonio can find a way to turn this around. But I don't want to say it's been like a one-sided game, but it's almost been kind of like a steamroll from one way here.
Oh my God. Punish, counter, stand, heavy kick is huge, and we're going to use the drive impact to force ourselves into the corner, and this is where one way to Jesus feels really good.
I think I want to see from Antonio more is saving their drive gauge up, because this is not the first time one way has burned Antonio out with a string, and I think Antonio needs to acknowledge this and figure out ways to preserve their drive gauge so one way doesn't find an opportunity to burn them out.
Hey, 1 throw, sure. I do agree with that, but also one way that Jesus is using drive impact to whittle away at the drive gauge. Also, Antonio Adams is forced into situations where they're going to need to use, well, I was going to say OD, but there's no reversing this situation. Level 3, it's not exactly going to kill, but it's going to be really, really bad. Life advantage and positioning advantage.
But the run-up, dash attack, once again, as a reminder, DJ having one of the greatest drive rushers in the game. 2 characters that need some hot patches for Season 3. Jamie versus E Honda. That's right, it's Azan versus Jewelman for winners quarters here.
I do want to say Stokey saying, Moses giving up the patch notes.
The 10 holy patch notes.
Yeah, the 10 patch notes. Yo, Moses, that was the original 10 frame, okay? The commandment.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry. No, shut on me, plus on whiff. Okay, Azan stuck in the corner. Jewelman versus Azan. Jewelman, both players right about even. Jamie is a very interesting character, arguably considered one of the worst characters in the game. What do you think, 2B? Yeah, 2B.
I tell you what, that's commandment number 2. Setup characters can rarely ever thrive in fighting games. But I tell you what, Azan is thriving in round 1 here, off game 1, with that combo off of the level 2. Whew.
Well, you know, I just realized, so, since, if Capcom is Christianity, that makes SNK, Catholicism, right? So they just got a new Pope boss, right?
They got the buff of the new Pope.
Yeah, the new Pope. The new Pope. You know, Peace Howard, the new Pope, whatever. Oh my God.
Oh, tried to...
Yeah, let's keep it on the match. I'm sorry, no more religion jokes.
No, you can Azan catching the backdash from Jewelman. Really locked themselves in the corner. Butt slam to get out though. Oh, but it's not gonna matter as we get the punish counter into the level 1. Azan gonna take game 1 here. And
rather decisively too. And remember, we saw how good Jewelman is with E Honda. Jamie a worse character, quote unquote, but yo, it don't matter how bad you are. If you got a good enough pilot, you can really do some good.
I also want to mention, don't let that Diamond 5 fool you, because Azan is the best Diamond player, I want to say ever, but I feel like, I don't know if there are any other, like, hidden bosses that just stay in Diamond 5, but at least, to my knowledge, Azan, the best Diamond player out there.
No, you're absolutely true. Azan is notorious for not playing rank mode and punching well above their weight class. As we can see, counter hit, standing heavy kick, allowing Azan to get out of the corner, and the spacing from Azan, forcing Jewelman to burn themselves out on the approach.
So that was an interesting move Azan went for. Off of the punish counter, went for a light jab. I wonder if they're trying to beat a level 1 or something from Jewelman there, trying to catch him mashing, but no. They're staying honest. They're holding that block.
You know who was also really honest? Jesus.
Honestly.
Jesus played some honest neutral.
But, oh man, who would you say is the most honest character in this game?
Oh, I gotta say Ryu. Ryu's really honest to me. Like, whenever you get dusted by Ryu, you can never feel bad that, like, oh, Ryu's got that BS.
Yeah, I feel that, but I'll tell you what feels bad is getting hit by raw DI from Jewelman, but Azan finding a way to get out of the corner here. Uh-oh, but Jewelman.
Interesting decision for Jewelman to throw Azan away from the corner, but I think it's because Jewelman is wary of the side switch while Jewelman is in. With punish off of the crouching meeting kick, Azan went for the overhead, and E Honda says, "No way, Jose," and pushes him right to the middle of the screen.
Essentially going for the level 1 because I think Jewelman barely wouldn't have been able to get the drive gauge back for OD headbutts, but hey, I'd say it's worth spending that bar just to go into the next round here.
And 2 drinks in for Azan. You have to remember that Jamie has to give up Oki opportunities. Will Jamie drink? No, instead dashes twice to move a little bit. Standing heavy kick connects. Good damage. Oh, this could be the game. This will be this game. This should be this game. You got the game now, dog.
Azan now taking game 2. And Captain, you make a very good point that Jamie, if he wants to get drinks, he has to give up his Oki. And that's a very interesting thing about this character is I feel like there are 2 different ways you can play Jamie. There are Jamie players that focus on nothing but Oki, and there are Jamie players that focus on trying to get 4 drinks as fast as possible.
That's absolutely true. The dichotomy of Jamie is like normally when I drink, I have to give up sobriety, but Jamie is giving up opportunities to continue pressure. But you need to have these drinks because as Jamie gets drinks, unlike characters like Manon, his toolkit gets better and he becomes a better character, not a stronger character.
Oh man, hit me with the Manon there, but Azan hitting Jewelman with this punish combo, knowing that Jewelman was going to go for the level 1 that time, and now Azan is at potential set points.
Yeah, Jewelman is really struggling trying to deal with this, and perfect parry from Azan. Jewelman is on death's door, and the level 2 is going to allow Azan to get the max level of drink.
I love that DI as well. And look at this drive gate from Jewelman. We are on a slither of drive left. Oh no, and now we're burnt out for it. I think Azan.
Yeah, exactly. Jewelman wanted to put it in drive, and Azan said, "Park your ass in the middle, big guy. I'm taking this game."
Oh my gosh, that was... Oh, we're not seeing the Dalsum?
You're right. Yo, you got mixed up at character select. I'll help viewers out there for context. Liquid O is one of the greatest Dalsum players in the online space from Mexico, but instead has switched over to Ken, and maybe this is either that they're trying something new or they don't feel confident in the Sim Cammy matchup.
Yeah, that's a good point. Cammy is a rough matchup for Dalsum. I mean, like, rush down character, she can easily get in. Ken is spike as a DP to get him out of the air, so I can see the reasons for switching to Ken instead, and may or may not be the best shadow in the game. That's just me. That's just me.
Oh, hits, one light too many for Liquido to capitalize. One throw, two throw. Here we go. No.
Okay, I like this. Go for the level 1 here to burn Liquido out, and if they want to wake up, they have to do level 1 or level 2.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful. Will you throw the drive impact? And you do. That was something I was a little wary of, especially since Liquido had meter. We could have used the level 1, which would have killed Ferreras. Oh, stops the run right there. Just standing jab.
Gosh, another standing jab, but now we get the perfect carry. Carrying Liquido to the corner now. We bait out the level 1 this time. I don't know if that was meant to be a punish counter for the DI or a reset instead, but hey, regardless, it worked out for Ferreras' favor.
It did work out, but it wasn't enough damage, and we had to spend a little bit of drive gauge. But Ferreras, I want to go ahead. Yep, drive. Let's cancel into level 1. You're finished!
Liquido finished indeed as Ferreras taking game 1 here, and okay, we're sticking it out with the Ken, at least for game 2 here. We'll just have to wait and see if Liquido wants to stick it out. Yeah, look at this patience for Ferreras. Trying to bait out some reactions from Liquido. Oh, with a run-up overhead?
Oh, whiffing buttons not in the ideal range. Ferreras using the standing heavy kick, sending Liquido, but we're back to the middle screen. Spiral arrow, great damage, but also gets a ton of positioning parry.
I like that. Parry into the DI just to delete that drive gauge from Liquido, but they're going to find a way to get out of the corner. Not going to be able to spin or do much off of this punish counter. So we gotta build up our drive gauge back.
Now we have to tech backwards because I believe Cammy can do a throw loop in the middle of the screen.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she has a really good throw loop, that's right.
Standing light kick.
Oh my gosh, Ferreras not playing on Modern, but having Modern-like reactions. Reacted to the dash up with the standing light kick. It's no small feat.
Good Shoryuken from Liquido. Liquido is going to stay on the Ken. Even though, that's one interesting thing. You notice that Liquido lost the first game, but they still stuck with Ken. They didn't bring out the set.
You're right, bro. Let's try to wait and see if anything changes. Game thing. I was going to say, I feel like that level 3 is going to whip. We're a little too late on that, but hey, it is Kami's level 3, and Liquido has no drive, so no way they could have punished it.
Yeah, right to the corner. Burnout combo. Walk all the way forward for us. I like that.
Okay, going for the reset instead, but we're pressing buttons on Wake Up! Liquido!
Side switch level 3. Get your damage, get your corner, and sit down and shut up. Oh, how deceptively disgusting right there. But the dastardly deed was done not in a... I ran out of words that start with D. So let's just say indubitably.
I tell you what, my eyes were locked on the bottom left side of the screen. I saw that level 1. I didn't know if Ferreras was going to let it rip or not, but hey, they did it to counter the DI. And look at this, Liquido still believing that they can here. Really thinks it's their best character to win this match here.
They're going to live and die by the decision because if Liquido wins with 10, we are still locked in. We can only go on, move on from a loss. And with 2 games to 0, Liquido has no more games to throw away.
Yeah, it's looking kind of rough for Liquido here. Ferreras taking the first round here. Potential set point now. Liquido has to find some adaptation if they want to win here. Into DP, and now we're playing strike throw. Now we have to guess. Trying to bait out a reaction for Ferreras.
Crouching medium kick, such a good button, right?
You could say it's one of the best buttons in the game, but we got a counter DI to take the rounds here. We're going to the final rounds. It's your guy for Liquido.
Not just the best button in the game, one of the best buttons in the entire fighting game community, as voted by the Evo community. Crouching medium kick, Jin Ride does not fully connect, but the punish counter from the jab will show you can. How do we maintain the Oakley neutral jump? And that's going to still land on top of the level 1.
Interesting going for the level 1, but I'd say it works out. We get a lot of corner carry to get Ferreras out of the corner, but all it takes is for Liquido to counteract with a level 3 to put themselves back in the corner. Now we're at a single bar of drive. Oh! Oh! Missed spacing from the dive kick. It's going to spell death for Ferreras as Liquido finally gets one on the board. The comeback is still alive.
Ferreras 2 games, Liquido 1. Liquido, can we get the reverse 3-0? Ferreras is still sitting pretty with a 1-game lead. They just need this one to move over to winners finals, and we're going to go ahead and move on into this next match. We'll still stay on the same stage, but will the odds... Oh no, that's the last upper from Ken.
Attack that drive gauge. We want to burn this person out. We want to take away all their water, all their liquids.
Yeah, make him more burned out than a millennial college student. No DP. Both of these characters have been getting a lot of unanswered jump-ins.
A lot of unanswered jump-ins. I'll tell you what, that's something interesting. Liquido really working on some spacing here, trying to bait out dive kicks from Ferreras, but not going to work out this time. It's Ferreras now going to take round 1 here.
Ferreras set point. If Ferreras takes this one round, they will be in winners finals and be one step closer to claiming that sweet, sweet $101 pot from 9MOONS.
I tell you what, we've seen like 3 or 4 answers from Liquido trying to counteract the dive kick. We've seen the drive rush underneath. We've seen the DI. Liquido's kind of like throwing the whole sink of options to try to counter this dive kick.
Oh, cannon spike catches Liquido, and we can see using the level 1 to stop the stand heavy punch.
Extension option going for level 1 just so Liquido wouldn't put themselves in burnout, but the problem is that they put themselves in the corner because level 1 side switches.
Oh, did Liquido hit a button? They did. Liquido felt like it was time to press because we had a burnout Ferreras, but Ferreras with the level 3 says, see me in the winners finals, taking out Liquido and sending them to the losers.
Oh man, great matches.
The least you could do is hit a button and claim a code. You could donate your 25 cents and get these people paid.
Shout out to 9MOONS for holding us down here, running some amazing Street Fighter and Guilty Gear events. But speaking of events running, we got winners quarters. The Designer versus rufianMX. Modern Zangief versus Blanca. How would you feel about this?
Oh my god. Well, Zangief does not have the tools that Blanca has, but we have that big modern right there. rufianMX. Going to have to, it's going to really be a tough opponent to beat.
Grabbing the parry. We are almost 1 hit away from taking the Designer out. It's just a matter of Ruffian finding that's a hit. Oh my gosh.
That was just silly.
Oh my gosh, Blanca's such a silly character. 2 hops, but it's on the same sides. Oh my gosh. Ruffian getting these crazy Blanca mix-ups in. I'll be honest, I'm surprised the DI didn't wall splat there. Look at this. Ruffian is just throwing out the Blanca-chan out, igniting it, and it just like puts Designer in such fear to not even do anything. Because they know if they press the button, they're just going to get hit by the Blanca-chan.
Yeah, Blanca-chan is really making Designer need to hang back and block, and Designer has not been able to find the opportunities to attack, especially since Deep has very bad reversals.
Very bad reversals. You could be a modern player, but it's not going to do you any favors if you don't have at least 2 bars of meter when you're level 1. Really isn't a good wake-up option.
There is always drive reversal, and that is an option that hasn't been represented. Okay, Designer double German, stay in the corner. Oh, but get the side switch, very unfortunate. That's going to give... Oh, I love that option. That's something that Designer has been labbing out.
It's such a fun. I feel like I haven't seen Zangief used a whole lot until it got buffed recently. That crouching heavy punch, it can lead to such devastating combos. And corner carries are just off the Designer.
It's gonna be the kill. Designer was so close, but their victory was not in the design and the blueprints. rufianMX continues their reign of terror as they go with another round, 3 rounds unanswered.
It really hurts, especially for the Designers. Ruffian had like just a pixel of health left. Oh my gosh, the raw activation on the Blanca-chan though, but yeah, gotta go for that drive reversal, trying to get Blanca off you, but look at that drive meter on Designer.
What beautiful whiff punish. That is going to be safe, but that jump again, not as safe. Borch Dynamite, a very difficult input to do in the air, but it don't matter when you're modern, but there's nothing modern about getting split up against the walls. That's some classic damage.
Ruffian didn't believe that was going to kill, so we're going to go for the reset into the Roar of the Beast now. One of the best level 2s in the game. It's going to be enough for Ruffian to take game 2 here.
The Designer is having a really tough time. We could see that the Ultimate Master, the 1900 MR really shows that they've been playing normal, but rufianMX is just playing a whole different caliber.
Yeah, once again, MR can just be a number at the end of the day, but yeah, it just shows Designer plays a lot of matches. But again, Blanca, kind of a rare character in ranked, I feel, so maybe doesn't have like the best knowledge on the Blanca matchup. Look at this rainbow ball, just throwing it out, trying to bait something out from Designer. Probably, maybe even trying to bait out the level 1.
Designer, perfect parry has been punished. Oh man, there's going to be some big damage, and wisely Ruffian goes to level 2, because that's going to allow Ruffian to maintain pressure and get some needed drive gain.
Okay, that's right. Oh no, you can't! You can't drive reversal because you'll still get comboed by the Blanca-chan. No!
Oh no! Oh no! Blanca overloaded the servers! Oh, you dastardly person! Oh,
that lightning somehow made its way to got the acceptance letter to run brackets, so I'm going to see if like any of the Street Fighter brackets I run are gonna have like any Japanese or just like other legendary players in it.
Congratulations.
Alright, but it looks like we're going to be resetting. I don't know, are we resetting the round or are we resetting the
No, this is a clean game.
Oh. We're just gonna have to wait and see if Designer can make a miracle comeback with the second wind here. Looking a little rough here is Ruffian. Gonna hold him in the corner. Gonna have to hold all this mix.
Excellent damage from Ruffian. Ruffian is on set point right now, not letting the disconnect really affect him. Designer has a new lease on life, but I don't know, it's starting to look pretty similar to the previous set.
Yeah, Ruffian's kind of making a really good case for himself to win here, and I tell you what, I feel like the Designer isn't willing to go for drive reversal as much ever since that previous game that technically didn't happen with the Blanca-chan coming out, so I feel like they're kind of just like scared to press a button against Blanca because of that, but I think it's going to cost them as well, as Ruffian just like continuing this block pressure into the burnout and the DI is enough for them to win against the Designer.
Celebrity Jeopardy, my time has come!
It's our time to commentate One Way to God Jesus versus Paladin. Very explosive match. I'm excited for it. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah, indeed. Let's just see if Paladin will make sure that they exploit the holy. No, that was bad even for me. I'm sorry.
You had your one chance. We had your one chance. It was good, but we can't oversaturate it, unfortunately.
No. This will be the last game before top 8. One Way to Jesus is really really decisive, but Paladin playing the most honest character with Ryu, not tell a lie, is making sure that Jesus lies down in that previous round.
You got the honest man Jesus versus the honest character Ryu. It's a battle of honesty here.
Yeah. Battle of good boys. That's going to take Paladin to the corner. Great conversion from Jesus. Frame killed for the throw. And wanted to throw again, but Paladin said, nah, I knew you were going to press.
Yeah, I knew the Shashogeki was minus there. One Way, getting an opportunity to take their turn there. Look at him. Oh, the OD fireball is going to go through the air slashes with Paladin. Oh no, this is bad though. We are in a chip out situation.
Yeah, Paladin spent their last bit of drive gauge to go for the overhead, but Jesus caught that, understanding that that was a really good option and was ready for it. That slide is a pretty good anti-air too.
He caught that and said, I forgive you for your sins. Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to throw it out. I had to throw it out there. I'll tell you what, Paladin gonna catch One Way in the corner here. Looking like we're gonna go for okay, no, yeah. Go for the reset. We don't believe the level 3 will kill.
2 of those just to do chip damage and keep our opponent blocking. Oh, that's going to definitely kill. We have just enough drive gauge and that machine gun punch. Such a devastating move.
It's a really devastating move. I also feel like we only see DJs go for it if they're confirming into a level 3 or looking to just kill with it and end combos. It's such like a high damaging move, but you do give up a lot of Oki for it. Yeah.
Lands a Shoki. Paladin has the corner. One throw. No, we're going to go ahead and do the frame for the throw. Throw backwards. Jesus can't get out of this corner.
Yeah, we gotta wake up with an OD jackknife and say no to the mix-up if we want to get out here.
And Jesus eats a Hadouken for that round.
You know, I like that. Go for OD air slasher. Just test your opponent's reactions, see if they're awake, or just see what they're trying to do at the start of the round.
2 throws.
Almost got another one. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, Paladin really knows how to pilot Ryu.
Yeah, I tell you what, I didn't even know Hashogeki is a launcher on counter hits.
Yeah, you've never seen that before? It's pretty nasty.
It's such a nasty move, but One Way trying to get themselves back into the limelight here with the level 3. When Paladin burnout, it was enough for them to go to final round here.
One Way to Jesus slow on their way back. Can they tie this up? Will Paladin's lead grow ever wider?
All right, hard neutral, feeling each other out. That's the thing about Ryu. He's really scary when he's up close, and I feel like One Way wants to kind of zone them out, keep them honest, make sure they don't approach.
Just wait up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be a start for something for Paladin here.
Oh, big button from Paladin.
Oh, man, that's so unfortunate.
Holy cow! What a conversion off of the anti-air. Show you that the level 3 Paladin was ready and got the hit confirmed.
Beautiful counter hit from Paladin, and we are now 1-1 on the board here, and it was really unfortunate because before then, it looked like Paladin was trying to do a confirm into a level 3 with a combo earlier, but the Ryu's medium punch is so stubby, it just doesn't connect sometimes, man.
There's that Hishogaki launcher that we were talking about.
Oh, was that a frame kill on the grab?
I believe so.
As you're saying, Paladin really knows his stuff. Perfect spacing to avoid the drive reversal into the low forward with the punish counter.
2 dashes in. How's Jesus take point? And even with the Hishogaki, Paladin just could not improve their situation.
Really can. They're also being really patient with all of this guard pressure from one way. They're just like weighing them out. Not going to wake up with an ODDP or any buns. Just waiting to see what they do. Now we finally let it rip just so we can lock one way in the corner. We're going into level 3 here this time. And it should be enough to take game 3.
Have some more faith in your knowledge. It did take it. It was enough.
You're right. I need to have more faith. And
yeah. Great choice of words given in the Jesus versus Paladin match.
Yeah, I just need more faith. I need more faith. You're right. Oh man, but one way needs to have faith in themselves if they can get the comeback here against Paladin. I like that. Going for the neutral jump. One way likes to go for much more committal buttons in that mid-range. So the jump, just the raw jump with the heavy kick will just be stuffing out altogether. Even if one way tries to go for maybe a drive rush.
Oh, one way went for the feint to the down head. Paladin was right there. Now one way to Jesus is going to get a pretty good combo. But with burnout, we're going to have to be very careful with how we play things. That's going to be projectile immune.
Oh my goodness. One way to God Jesus taken round 1 with the amazing call out on that level 2.
You have level 2 to stop the fireball, and that's a very difficult super to use within the heat of the moment. Most DJs ignore their level 1 and their level 2, but not one way.
That was a really good answer to the fireball.
Oh, sway back to avoid the gut punch.
Uh-oh, Paladin put themselves in burnouts. They still got level 3, but they're not gonna be able to spend it as one way gets the DI into another level 2. I know for a fact this is gonna kill.
And one way that Jesus has managed to tie up against the legend Paladin. 2 games to 2 games. This is it. This is going to take it all and secure one of these people into the top 8.
All right, Paladin start calling out one way with that knee drop with the DP. Now they almost put themselves in burnout. I love that. Go for the parry so you can get some drive gauge back. You know it's not going to kill, so we're going to go for a reset, or not reset, but attack that drive gauge. Put one way into burnouts with another DI to stun them. Paladin make a really good case for themselves to take the set here. Oh man, look at this. Look at this aggressive play from Paladin now. Going for the throw loops. Oh, didn't go for a throw, went for a strike and step. I think it's not gonna matter. It's Paladin gonna hit that level 3. It's gonna be enough to take one way to guide Jesus into the losers, as Paladin now has a one way to the top 8 on the winner side.
I fully agree.
Get ready for a punish counter combo, and we are ready for the beginning of top 8 here. Paladin versus rufianMX, Ree versus Blanca. Let's see it.
Great counter poke at the standing medium punch from rufianMX. Can use the Blanca ball to give chase, and Paladin knows how to do these perfect parry punishes.
Wow, we spent a lot of drive gauge, but it might be worth it as we're locking Ruffian into the corner here. blocking the Blanca ball, depleting that drive gauge from Ruffian.
Forcing Ruffian to use a level 1 super to avoid any sort of big problems. But again, Ryu can do this. Ryu's one of the worst characters to fight while burn out because he can threaten so much chip damage. You just gotta bring the guac, man.
Brought that guac with Hashirogeki, but oh, I think we're seeing some deja vu here. Perfect pairing the Blanca ball and spinning this drive gauge to carry Ruffian to the corner here.
Second verse, same as the first, but this time rufianMX decides to replay the song and it hits surprisingly with the OD Blanca ball.
And now switch it up. Ruffian trying to hit these strike throw mixes on Paladin. Try to go through a strike, but we're getting the punish counter instead. With this, Ruffian is going into, taking us to final rounds. I feel like Ruffian needs to rethink their way to approach Paladin because I felt like they had such a hard time trying to approach them round 1 and 2.
Oh man, that's a pretty big counter hit button from Ruffian, and Blanca-chan tagging Paladin twice overhead. This should be level 3.
It is indeed not going to kill, but we still have an opportunity for Ruffian to potentially bait something out. No, we're just going for the raw throw. Paladin just holding and trying to wake up throw, but nobody's home except Ruffian stealing game 1.
Decisively with a perfect victory, Paladin, which is hot on the back foot, and Blanca's ability to roll offense and maintain that momentum is really strong.
Blanca's definitely a character that rides a lot on momentum, and Ruffian just needs like that one hit to ride it off Paladin, and we could see that might be the case here with this one hit. We're getting the side switch with the hop, activating Blanca-chan.
Excellent patience from Paladin. We don't talk about defense enough, but that was a great way for Paladin to avoid that bad situation. But still, they are under a tremendous life disadvantage, and they parry the level 1.
Yeah, you mentioned Paladin having great defense against Ruffian. I think that's something you really need against Blanca, because if you don't, he's going to get away with so many nasty mix-ups. And oh my gosh, that thing killed and it... Okay, we did that.
You can see the gears spinning in rufianMX's mind with Paladin so close to them. They wanted to press, so they decided to use drive reversal to get out of it, but Paladin called it out.
I like that call out from Ruffian with the OD Blanca up ball. Near that Paladin's looking for that corner carry. Might as well just like mash out that wake up if Paladin decides to drop it.
Oh man, that's a shimmy attempt.
But we are going to be seeing a level 2 from Ruffian here. Probably looking for that burnout on Paladin. That's why we're seeing them trying to walk away with these jump outs.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Paladin. Ruffian, one more block across up, slams the level 2, and they'll take their own round. Their own pound of flesh added to the pile.
That round-ending mix-up was so devious. Paladin rolled to the right, but Ruffian did the Blanca hop at the same time. It looked like they were both on this. It looked like they were inside each other for a second. I didn't even know which way to block.
Oh, these DPs from Paladin have been landing each time. They really know how to get into their opponent's mindset and knowing when they want to press. And Ruffian's press is right underneath the fireball, but how Paladin is still ready to sidekick.
Yeah, knowing when to press DP against Blanca is a very important thing. As we talked about earlier, Blanca, very aggressive character. And if you do not have great defense, he will run you down like a truck, as we saw Ruffian run Paladin down game 2.
And Ruffian has a 2-game win streak against Paladin.
Oh, man. Right. Making it very convincing for Ruffian.
This is winter semis. We're fighting our way into the winter finals. Paladin has to land something. They land the overhead to the level 1. Great combo. Great conversion.
Great. Perfect. Not a less as well. What a sweep for with punish. Now here's the party for Paladin. Trying to lock Ruffian in the corner, but
Takes the corner instead.
Takes the corner. That's the, I'll tell you what. That's the second time we've seen Ruffian perfect parry Paladin's donkey kick with the corner pressure.
Oh man, those were two big combos that left to the wayside. And Ruffian wisely uses the driver reversal, which is safing their opponents on burnout.
Man, just lets it rip with the drive impact. Gonna take the round for Ruffian.
One more hit and we find it. Ruffian takes the round, putting themselves on set point.
I'll be honest, I was holding my breath there. If those balls were not killing for a second, I was like, he's gonna kill here, right?
Just over the rainbow ball, over the fireball. That is one of the weaknesses of that pressure, is to use driving impact, which shows you create such a long move with slow recovery.
Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot of instances of Ruffian kind of just calling out Paladin's pressure. Whether it's like the DI on the block strings, the perfect carries as well. Ruffian's getting a really good read on Paladin here.
Still though, Paladin is going to level 3, and that's going to elongate Ruffian's suffering, and the level 1 is stopped by the fireball. Ooh, big combo, excellent.
Ooh! With the Desinger install as well, Paladin making the beautiful read after read to take the third game, or take game 3. Paladin's not out just yet, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we're not, but this is the last game. There is no more other games after this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I did not keep track of the score properly. Yeah, Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin using the level 1 to reverse the situation, but now they're burnt out. Both players burnt out.
Crack there, but uh-oh, it's gonna hurt.
Definitely with the standing heavy kick launcher, that doesn't really procreate damage as much, meaning the combo would have been big.
Oh my gosh, go for another sweep. Wait,
And that's sweep in neutral.
One. Yeah, neutral.
Ruffian still needs 2 rounds. Paladin needs 1 more to tie it up.
Okay, wait, that's interesting. I didn't know you get to blink the Blanca charm like that if you hit Blanca out of Electris like that.
Oh, that's gonna be the game.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no.
Oh yes. Ruffian is getting into a lot of trouble with those blocked OD balls, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's the oh no, oh yes, just like the Family Guy clip of everyone going oh no, and then the Kool-Aid man coming out being like, oh yeah. I'll tell you what though, Paladin saying oh yeah to his combos and locking Ruffian into the corner. Is Logan gonna kill? Oh yeah, if we spin that drive gauge, we don't even need to use it.
Round 2. Fight.
Paladin kind of inviting himself in with that jump in. Ruffian not getting the anti-air.
Okay, we can see now that Ruffian is using the crouching medium punch as a better option, but Paladin is just making sure we're getting these whip punches.
Oh no! Whiffs the grab!
Yeah, it was missed space. I'll scatter you, and we can combo this easily. And that's going to be a game for Paladin.
Oh, man. That has to be like one of the worst situations. Claim some codes. Give some free money for our players at top 20.
But there's nothing going to be free about this match. Both Ferreras and Azan are 2 highly skilled players. This match is going to be hard fought and vicious.
In the vicious start from Ferreras here with that shimmy to bait out the grab. Now Ferreras Gonna lock Azan in the corner here. Oh, didn't think they would go for the second hit, but Rekka gonna pay as now Azan's looking to press Ferreras into the corner here.
Oh man.
You might be having
Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm sure Bear knows that this is happening. But Azan still pushes through and gets the win.
big counter hit though from Azan. Hopefully, yep. Going for that drain because again, as we talked about before, some Jimmies like to focus on Oki while others focus on getting level 4, and Azan is one of those players looking to get level 4 as soon as possible. Now with all of his tools, locking Ferreras in the corner, we missed the punish on the B punch.
Okay, cool. I just had to fix that out, huh? Level 3 from Ferreras. Critical art. That's so much damage, and more importantly, Azan is close to burnout. So we can, well, I said we can, but Azan's on a way to just use the low medium.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, low forward, my beloved dude. one of the best spends in this game, regardless of which character. Oh, Azan getting blown up here with this dive kick. Be locked in the corner.
Oh, that's going to be some good damage, and another drink. 2 drinks allows Azan to get access to the dive kick.
Whoa, good dive kick going on. Just whistling going on the outside, but not going to get Azan. Hefty counter, DI.
Oh, beautiful anti-air!
Oh my god, that's what less than 23 frame reaction from Azan?
Especially that was a low dive too.
We're going down party here. I will lose in for drinks instantly. Azan. Unfortunately, the sub corner finally out here. Yep. Access.
Oh, cow. Azan doing some major damage. Alright. But Ferreras doing some major damage again. This is the second critical art.
That is gonna give deja vu here, but see if fate can change. Ferreras can land a hit on Azan, and this could be the momentum Ferreras needs to get this comeback as we now go into final rounds here.
Yeah, Azan was caught pressing the while Ferreras did an immediate attack. Got hit with the combo.
It's gonna be rough though. Ferreras now starting to kind of space their dive kicks. Well, definitely now fading out the DP from Azan.
2 drinks, very deceptive. Hey, you can't do that if your opponent doesn't have a fireball.
Honestly, I love it. It's like mid-battle drink. Jamie, because Azan really wanted to hydrate themselves here and get level 4. Uh-oh.
And that's going to be pretty bad for Ferreras because we know Azan loves to use that command grab, but doesn't matter. Big damage for Azan, and that's a big win.
I tell you what, here comes like the
theory.
Regardless of what the case is, Azan now is up 2-0 against Ferreras here in winter semis. Now we just need to see if they can close it out against Ferreras, but Ferreras themselves giving themselves a case to make sure it doesn't happen. The OD cannon spike I want to keep my turn, please.
Oh, yeah. But Azan, dude, this is 2-0. Ferreras is an extremely aggressive Cammy, and this character has so many toolkits, but just finding themselves pushing in the wrong spaces. And Azan, the whiff punishing in the neutral. So, again, right there. Holy cow.
Yeah, Azan almost playing like a different game here. Now that they're at a disadvantage in the life here, going for much more Oki pressure instead of the drinks, but unfortunately not enough to take the rounds.
No, Ferreras finally on the board. We need to get one more round to keep this going. Azan 2 games ahead, but you know, that's not 3.
Oh, this is definitely a different playstyle for Azan. We don't care much about drinks. We want that Oki pressure now.
Throw for the side switch still, though. Ferreras has no drive gauge, so at least they won't be cornered.
Excuse me. Oh, man, the counter hit lights. We are not going to see a level 3. Instead, tried to get a reset with the grab. Not going to be enough. Oh.
Man. You think Azan's going to regret playing with their food?
Oh, no fun. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it ain't so, Captain. I do not want to see it happen, but thankfully it didn't. Azan woke up with the crouching lights. Oh, full combo for Ferreras, though. You know what? I don't know if it was intentional, but I like the attempt of going for the Frank kill with the spiral arrow from Ferreras. It's just unfortunate that Azan knew that it was minus and woke up with the crouch jab.
How unfortunate for Azan. This is gonna lead to their death right here, right now.
Oh man, this is the momentum Ferreras needs if they want to make the miracle comeback happen. This is the start as Ferreras now gets a score up on the board.
Oh man. What a showing, wouldn't you say?
Indeed, and interesting about that last game is Azan decided to play more Oki focus instead of going for level 4 drinks focus. I wonder if they're going to change it here in this game 4, as we saw opportunity to get first drink here. Yep, going for a second one. I think they changed from going for Oki instead going for level 4 as soon as possible.
Good damage from Azan. Ferreras back in the corner. That's the over-reliable dive kick. Combos into the level 1, putting ourselves back into the middle screen.
I tell you what, Ferreras has been just landing all these dive kicks, whether it was a whip to bait out the DP or just hitting Azan outright.
Now, Ferreras is burnt out. Beautiful pickup with a standing jab.
Wow, we did low forward on pin knuckle. Wow, knew that Ferreras was trying to shimmy there.
The shimmy beats out the throw, and Ferreras sails in the back this combo. We can tie this up too. Like I said, this match is going to be a barn burner and hard fought.
We got ODTP say no to the mix-up just so Ferreras won't have an opportunity to put Azan in the corner and put Ferreras in burnout.
Misspace spiral arrow allows Azan to take the momentum, but as Ferreras takes it right back with the level 1.
But that's the thing about carry is even without drive hit, she has a lot of good corner carry. And doesn't get punished from that dive kick, but it looks like we might see a level 2 here. No, we're gonna go for the level 1 just for the corner carry.
Yeah, it's corner carry, and let's stick with what's reliable. And Azan again goes for the wake up option, which Ferreras is blocked, and now Ferreras is now 2-2.
I think that was just a checkmate situation from Azan there, just like barely health left. It was either like do or die, as Ferreras might have had like a situation to put Azan in burnouts. So I understand why you just go for that DP, especially as it would have killed Ferreras. But we're at game 5 here.
Ferreras is on a crazy hot streak. Will they go for the throw loop? No, they're gonna be waiting and being patient.
Dude, I tell you, the momentum off of getting like one game win for a comeback, the momentum's real, man. And it looks like Ferreras is really carrying this out as we take a round off of Azan. Now potential set points.
Yeah, set point from a reverse 3-0. Azan needs to get one more round. But again, these sudden anti-airs, I love them.
Not only are they anti-airs, but Azan's also getting drinks every single time. We're going Oki just to potentially get level 4, but as soon as I say that, Azan looking to get some pressure instead. Oh no.
That's gonna be the round. You know that Ferreras has been getting killed with these two fire arrows that are way too close. Do not make that mistake now, or else you've given away this beautiful comeback victory.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like properly outspacing, Azan is now calling out Ferreras with these whiff dive kicks with the sweep and whatnot. Oh, Azan tried to punish the outspace dive kick again, but was blown up by Ferreras.
Alright, standing jab. Wow, what a whip punish. The very tip of the shoes.
Oh my gosh, just jump out, just avoid the dive kick altogether.
Drive kick again. This time, Ferreras has full drive gauge. Not afraid to spend it.
Uh-oh.
Level 3! And that is absolutely it. The Jamie specialist Azan has fallen to Ferreras' Cammy, while Jamie does have a Diamond 5. Ferreras doesn't even touch rank mode and is now going to be in the best rank of winners finals. Yes, they did. And Jazdero moving to Mai. I didn't even know Jazdero plays other characters.
Right, I think Jazdero.
Oh no,
might have
no,
played
Jazdero
Ferreras.
did start off with Mai. That's right.
Yeah, they
My
just
bad.
switched to JP because Jewelman is playing Honda just for a better matchup.
I was mistaken. It was Jewelman that Jesus fought, not Jazdero.
You're good, you good. Hey, we got a match here. One Way Jesus versus Jazdero. JP versus Mai. Oh, didn't get a whip punish off the grab, but I tell you what, if Jazdero gets a little too comfortable throwing out fans like that, One Way might start blowing them up with the light jackknife into a big fat punch counter. And also the air slashers just blow up the fans as well.
But the flash kick from Jazdero takes that round. Last time Jazdero picked Mai, it didn't work out for them. So this is definitely a Mai of a different color.
Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt. One Way. Okay, we're just gonna go for the corner carry.
Oh, man. Yeah, that throw was successfully called out by Jazdero.
I didn't even know she says peekaboo with a perfect parry. I'm just now noticing that.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of pressure you're going to hold on to.
Oh no, mistime Ryubu is gonna cost Jazdero! Oh man!
You know, if you're Jesus, you'd love to see that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, and also mistime jackknife. Jazdero gonna corner, or put
Say
it.
no
Oh,
to
wait.
the mix.
Hey, every time, say no to the mix. Because, I mean, Captain, what's the worst that can happen?
Blocked and you die?
But there's a low chance that'll happen. Like, maybe a low chance Jazdero kills here with this little. Yeah.
Jesus gets caught with the low and caught with the fan. He's definitely not a fan of that sequence.
Hey. I tell you what, against Mai, it feels like you barely get a chance to breathe. As soon as she gets momentum with that OD fan, you gotta hold on to this mix-up. You gotta guess for your life. You just cannot breathe with this character's on you.
Standing heavy kick. Jesus trying to find some sort of interruption against Jazzero's offense. See?
Yeah, I agree. Just go for double air slasher. Completely nullifies fans in this neutral. I don't know what whiffed there, but I tell you what, one way got a fat punish counter of whatever was whiffed.
One way spent so many resources to claim this corner. Can they hold on to it?
Well, this could be a start, though, especially against Mai, who is such a terrifying character in the corner with all these fan mix-ups. We're gonna go ahead with the level 1.
Yeah, the level 1's gonna boost Mai, and one way to Jesus calls out the fan with the level 2.
I got a little scared there. I didn't even see a fan initially, but one way.
That was a pure read.
Yeah, I got scared. I didn't even know a fan was thrown out, but a beautiful read as one way trying to take the rounds. Hopefully, carry this momentum.
And Jazdero, a comfortable 1-game lead, but Jesus finds a way to sway behind. That sway does really good damage, as well as this level 2 combo.
I'll tell you what, One Way is doing such a wonderful job of just blowing up Jazdero, trying to...
Oh my god, any other super would have worked, but not mine.
I'm not sure what Jazz was going for with that DP. Maybe misinput, tried to do fan instead?
Double air slash just puts the fan in its place.
He puts the fan in its place. It needs to stay on her hands and not be thrown out, please.
I'll miss the side switch for Jesus.
I tell you what, this is something we've seen One Way play around a lot of, is the fact that Jazdero likes to take their turn back as soon as they get the opportunity to, and that's why we've seen One Way go for a lot of shimmies or whatnot, trying to just bait out not just reactions, but bait out Jazz trying to take their turn.
Ooh, drive impact from Jazdero.
Here we go. We got some flame stocks. Now you gotta hold on to this, but we don't. We just wake up with a jab. Oh, no.
That's gonna be the punish counter for Jazdero.
Oh no, not the drop combo. No.
You hate to see it, but if your opponent, you're counting your blessing.
You're counting your blessings. You gotta make sure God Jesus doesn't give you any extra blessings to hold on to. We go. Throwing Jazdero in the corner.
Yeah, we go for number 1. Another one.
One way that God Jesus stating the first commandment: you will hold this strike throw mix up.
What's up, Craze? Craze writes, hope Cap is behaving pun-wise today. Oh, I had my fill, Craze.
We had our moment back in pools in case you missed it.
Oh, great leg slicer right to the level 3. I love that combo.
Give you a nice back massage in the process, locking Jazz in the corner. That's what One Way has so much drive gauge. They could kill. Oh no!
Level 1 too.
So that's interesting. Jazz went for the meaty Shinobi Bachi. And the thing about that move is that it's -1 in that situation. So I think One Way had the right idea to press a button. But it's unfortunate that they went for a grab as Jazdero immediately blew it up with the backdash.
All right, drive reversal will put Jazdero into the corner. One Way to Jesus, finding themselves a lot more comfortable in this match than before.
Been really comfortable, but now it's Jazdero's turn to use their own first commandment. You will hold the strike throw mix-up.
Oh, that's a pretty cool combo.
Oh, it's just unfortunate it didn't kill. What is going on?
They're both grabbing the air. Jazdero one. I don't know how many. They thought that the other person was going to walk forward.
be what, like 4 or 5 with grabs in a row? Okay, we're going back to neutral here. But Jazdero thrown one way into the corner here with the heavy kick. But unfortunately, no punish from one way.
OD reversal from one way to Jesus. Jazdero is still stuck in the corner. Went for a big button to try to make some space to get the punish counter.
Yeah, it's interesting. One way's going for buttons to punish to sweep that aren't one way's own sweep.
Oh man, Jazdero ties it up.
Oh man, you're right. Tying it up 2-2. We're going to final game here.
Final game, final round. Top 8 losers.
Hibachi. That is, I'm being real, that's kind of goofy. Mai's hand was clearly on DJ, but the grab with regardless.
Ooh, Jazdero, a one way to God.
One way to God, looking to find one way to move on to the bracket. Even willing to do the OD jackknife to try to deny Jazdero's pressure.
Oh yeah, one way to God is looking really good right now. This round has been all them, and a few more blows in. Yeah, that throw gets the level 3.
That's right, yeah. Level 3 will be enough to take it, but we block the level 1. And with that, I think it's safe to say that one way to God Jesus is moving on to losers quarters.
Oh man, that DJ plays.
This is season 1 all over again.
Hey, you're right.
We're gonna see. Oh yeah, that's right. Liquid O is still sticking with the Ken. We have yet to see the Dalsum. So it makes me curious. I wonder if it's just like another situation where you're playing against a rushdown heavy character. It's a little scary to play as like the zoner that is Dalsum against these rushdown characters. Okay, reacts with the level 1. Interesting. EC really wants to keep that drive gauge. I don't blame them. We now have 5 full bars now. Instead of spending for that ODDP. So this is going to be enough? No, it's not. And I think Liquido is going to spin the level 2 here. Will it kill? Not quite.
Not quite the kill, but the overhead kick is blocked. 2 fireballs in, and the anti-air crouching heavy punch seals it for EC.
I'm kind of surprised I don't see like more juries go for that button as an anti-air. Granted, she does have a DP, especially when on punish counter, and now does ground bounce.
No, you gotta run it. If you run it at that distance, you're typically wanting to do a throw.
I tell you what, jury having like one of like the best dashes in the game. I tell you what, it's terrifying to play against this character because it feels like I'm playing neutral, and then in the span of a few frames, she like dashed straight up into me as now doing an up close pressure.
Oh no, the throw! Great shimmy.
Ooh. And with the reset with the DI?
The hack and stack combo too.
And it's going to be enough for Liquido to take us to final rounds here.
You see slowly marching in, but finds the hit.
Oh man, baits out the grab, and now we have to guess their strike throw.
With Liquid Low's life being so low, I don't think they're going to be wanting to tech any moves so far.
Liquido bringing the heat with this level 3 here. So we're not close.
I was about to say, remember, jumping makes you throw immune, so a neutral jump is kind of like an air shimmy.
EC, their own level 3, is now going to get the first game on the board here. But
And Liquid O did a great job getting some consistent damage, but EC finally managed to pull through. That's
honestly, nothing beats character comfortability at the end of the day. If like this is your star character, sometimes playing that is better in the matchup.
I always believe in playing your favorites, and Liquid O is going to be very annoying to fight, especially with Jury, who doesn't have the best projectile tools.
Yeah, especially if EC wants to focus more on like a ground game with their amazing dash and drive rush. They have to go through like Dalton's like long-reaching buttons in order to get there.
Or you could just dive kick and go over the fireball.
Yeah, that's true. Or you could dive kick, but that itself is kind of a what's the term? Just like I guess you have to go for if Liquid O is not expecting and trying to react to the dive kick.
Well, Liquid O finds the hit, gets the first round.
Yeah, it looks like this character switch is working out for Liquid O here. But Isai...
Until it's not yet. It's working well until you get hit.
Yeah, that's just the unfortunate thing about Dawson versus Rushdown characters. It's really good in the neutral until they get in on you. And then it's really scary.
That's also pretty scary to use our super bar. You say, blocking for the lives and gets out of the way of Dawson's long limbs.
Oh man, I tell you what, that was an unfortunate at times. Parry from EC is put themselves in burnouts. Now have less options to try and push Liquid O here.
God, that was a big meaty punish counter.
And a second one to top it off as Liquid O. This character switch is really working out for them.
Yeah, they went. I had enough of my can. Let's go back to the sim.
Take this. You are now in the corner.
Keeping it close, but Liquid O made sure to lab those perfect parry punishes, and with the teleport for the side switch, but gets side switched back on him.
Yeah, that's the thing. When perfect parry is one of your few defensive options, you really got to be on your perfect parry game when you're playing as Dawson, just to make sure, especially against a rushdown character as Jury, that you do not give her a single opportunity to approach you. Instead, put her in the corner now.
Well, not we're super close to the corner, not quite in it.
Yeah, just at least far away from me. I think what though, EC is getting a little trigger happy on all these DIs.
Oh, this is gonna be the game. Did I say game? I mean round. That should be the round for Dawson, the level 2.
I should put that in season 3. If you kill with the level 2, you win the whole game.
you just win the whole game. So yeah.
I don't know if this is some hard
Nope,
neutral. Okay, it's hard neutral.
It was super hard neutral. I ain't doing nothing.
I guess it's true the fact that EC was crouched in that instance, so you can't be crouched if you're having controller difficulties. Alright,
Calls out
now
the teleport, and now Liquid O in a bad situation because you got to guess hard, and they guessed correctly.
I tell you what, a call out from Liquid O doing the teleport, knowing that EC was trying to take their turn back with that jab. But this is a good punish on that teleport. We're gonna burn Liquid O now.
Level 1 giving ourselves that corner carry.
It was barely enough for EC to take round 2, take us in the final rounds.
How will EC take up the space? Good knockdown from EC. Jumps in on the shimmy, making sure we get all this damage, and gets level 3 right at the tail end of the combo. That final hit gave the level 3. How about that?
That is crazy, and what's even crazier is just the matchup as we talked about earlier. It's good for Dalsum if he has like good defense and keeps Jury out, but as soon as Jury's in, it's really rough for him.
Okay, level 3 for level 3. This is going to tie it up pretty nicely, but Liquido is going to come out ahead on the drive gauge slightly. Oh, not slightly, very slightly.
Oh, mistimed the pressure, and now they're on the corner. Okay, but Liquido is gonna put them back in the corner. Barely.
Barely.
Right time.
You can see what happens when Liquido switched back to Dalsum. They started winning more games.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, nothing beats character comfortability.
That is such a deadly fake out too.
Citurine say no to the mix-up and keeping Liquido off, but now we need to once again find a way to get in before Liquido gets in themselves.
Yeah, Liquido with 2 games in, 2 more rounds, and they're gonna move on.
Not able to confirm. I guess not able to confirm because it wasn't a counter hit in that instance, but regardless, EC is going to hit and take the rounds.
Yeah, will Liquido's lead hold on, or will EC carve themselves out and tie it up?
I'll tell you what, this is a good start here for playing the strike throw mix-up game against Dalsum.
Yeah, I do not want to do anything against Dalsum. He is one of the most annoying characters to fight.
He's quite annoying, but I will say that was an interesting option EC went for. Kind of just like giving up their corner pressure against Liquido.
Oh my god. Teleport shimmy.
Oh my gosh. You're teleporting everywhere.
EC needs to be very careful when they push and when they jump.
Gosh, EC just needs like one confirm into critical arts. But it's gonna be really
no,
hard to
that's
confirm burnout.
so close. Burnt out. It's really bad for EC. Look at how are they gonna finish it off? They're gonna finish it with a standing jab.
Yeah, in that instance, EC could have gone for the feng shui to eliminate the fireball, but I think they didn't want to do that in fear of Liquido's trying to bait it out after seeing that that's what they did with the previous fireball. Oh no!
Missed base level 3. And you know Liquido's gonna make sure he gets all the damage out of that with that level 3. Why? Because we are going to, with half a gauge, burnout.
Yeah, you get a lot of damage in, you lock EC in the corner, and you put them in burnouts with no meter to their name. This is a very bad situation for EC.
It's not gonna be easy for them, especially with Liquido 1 round away from from match point.
Okay, we get that drive gauge back, so we are no longer at risk of chip out. ODDP, I'd like to keep my turn very much, but it's not gonna matter too much as the teleport punishes the drive rush. Liquido moves on to losers quarters.
3-1. Man, Liquido.
If you if you use up these codes, they give our players 25 cents to the pot bonus. So it's literally just free money given to our amazing players. So go ahead, check out that link in the match arena.
Oh man, Azan, no drinks right now, wants the corner instead.
Yeah, wants that Oki pressure instead. It's almost like a switch we've seen Azan kind of turn on and off on whether they want to focus on getting drinks or wants to focus on getting Oki pressure. Oh, that's gonna be a
Great
heavy
conversion. Yeah, Sunrise heals, such a long poke.
Oh man, caught them trying to take their turn back, but the perfect parry. Now Azan still locked in the corner here.
Oh, I rarely see that target combo in the air.
I remember looking up the name for that target combo. It's like called like Funky Air Combo or something like that. Something silly.
Oh no. No, not exactly biting off the neutral. Oh, drive impact. Jack.
They get up to go for the drive impact since Azan put themselves in burnouts. Might as well go for this. Even like check the reaction, see if they're willing to spend a level 1 to avoid it. Yeah, one way. Just feeling Azan out here. Trying to see if they want to wake up with options, but they are going to wake up with the OD dive kick.
Yeah, 2 drinks again. That's where Azan really likes to get himself. 2 drinks.
Yeah. Just like keeping 2 drinks. That's where you get your dive kick, right?
Yeah, indeed. Oh my god. Instant confirmation.
Oh man, one way the Jesus wasn't expecting the 4th drink, and because of that they woke up with jab instead of air slasher, making Azan get away with a 4th drink for free.
Ooh, Azan. 1 round apiece. It's been pretty fierce right now, wouldn't you say?
It is really fierce as we're going to the final rounds here. We've seen like a lot of instances of one way not punishing sweeps, instead trying to go for like a different pun and maybe trying to get like a big punish combo or punish counter combo started instead, but hasn't been working too well for them.
They really want to get neutral. And now Azan finds their hit first. No, wait, no, that's one way to Jesus.
That's one way to Jesus taking one way to this dub for game 1 here.
Ooh, man, those games were lasting quite a while, wouldn't you say?
Ooh, yeah, they really were, especially like in the middle where both players start kind of just feeling each other out. One way Jesus trying to bait out a reaction from Azan, but Azan just holding on, all that block pressure.
Now, Azan's got to be careful. Some of these normals have been misspaced.
Ooh, I like that. Doing a bit of a mix-up with the rush into the grab instead, putting Azan in the corner.
Yeah, you know, you wanna make sure you don't show all your cards.
Yeah, you're right on that point. I say it once, I'll say it a million times. Your greatest mix-ups are the ones you keep hidden from your opponents until like the final moment where it takes like the round of the game. Alright, again, best drive rush in the game to get this pressure on Azan. It's gonna slowly try to push him.
Counter hit jab from Azan. First drink in. We need 1 more.
Yeah, we need to find 1 more just to get that dive kick. I think we're going to see it right here. No, we're going to spin the level 2 instead.
Well, we do get access to the dive kick. We just get dive kick and way more.
Yeah, a whole lot more. Azan's feeling really confident that they can take this round if they're spinning to level 2 here.
Jesus, though. Jesus in a bad spot. Azan ahead 2 games.
Okay, right. Oh no, it's 1-1.
A 1-1? Okay.
Yeah, no, you good, you good. Baby. Oh man, dude, I love Zeno Roberts as DJ. He does such a phenomenal job as portraying the character. Making sure one way guy Jesus does not get out of the corner for free into a confirmed off of the drive rush. Interesting, not gonna go for the Oki pressure, but instead getting that 3rd drink. But hey, it worked out for Azan at the end of the day. Just surprised that they wouldn't go for like that immediate pressure since one way was at such a low health, 1 combo would have killed them. Yeah, here we go again. One way, just kind of testing Azan's reactions here, seeing what they want to do in neutral. But Azan's been playing really, really patiently in these
Yeah,
games.
this is a lot more patient. Actually, Jesus also has been very patient too.
It really is just like everyone feeling each other out kind of game. Oh man, the heavy punch whiffed.
Frame kill.
Yep. Do not
Gotta
want to
be
give
very
up
careful.
Careful, but Azan also doesn't want to give up that Oki pressure because he knows one combo is going to be enough to take out one way. The jab into
One
the
throw.
ground.
Sunrise heel. Throws it again. One more time. Knee bit. Oh, no, that's not it. That is not the move to do.
Oh man, Azan really risked it all there with the critical art. Thinking one way wanted to take their turn that badly, but no, it's going to blow up in Azan's face, as now we don't have any meter going into final rounds.
No, we don't. And you know, if you're Jesus, you gotta put your pedal to the metal.
I like the option for going for level 3 here. You gotta build yourself some drive gauge back, but you also prevent Azan from getting any meter themselves as well.
Also, you just do a lot of damage. That stuff hurts.
Yeah, CJ's level 3 does so much damage.
Jump back, light punch, no anti-air-in. Azan gonna go ahead and get some good positioning. And the crouching light kick, you barely see that button.
You really do. It is a really great option for one way to just go out on wake up, because you know Azan was thinking, okay, they want to wake up DP and take the round because they know they kill, but instead we're doing the reverse and waking up light kick to avoid the shimmy.
These people are slugging it out. It's really scary.
Dude, we're just playing some hard neutral out here until the second one way gets Azan into the corner. We're going to bring out the commandment, the first commandment again, saying that he will hold onto the strike throw mix-up.
Oh, you know it. Just above, thou shall not be plus on whiff.
What's the third commandment? You're only minus.
Yeah,
If you're not...
minus is a state of mind.
The third commandment, minus is a state of mind. There is no such thing as minus in this game.
No. Back away. Oh, that's gonna be a big jump in for Azan.
Big jump, especially because one way really likes going for that sun heal kick as we've been talking about. Uh-oh, the first commandment is back, ladies and gentlemen. You shall hold this strike throw mix-up.
Or you should get tossed. No drive impact from Azan. Very rare for them not to catch that.
Rare instance, and unfortunately it was enough for one way to guide Jesus to take.
Liquido Dawson versus rufianMX. I've only seen this interaction a few times. But Liquido typically wins this one.
Typically wins it, but I tell you what, it has not been a fun time for Liquido in this bracket, at least on the stream matches. They've had to play against 3 different rushdown characters, all on stream.
Well, they also had a rushdown character and stopped.
That's true, that's true. And that's another thing Liquido has to worry about is that Blancatron, whenever Rufian throws it out and activates it. And I think that's why we're going to see Liquido. I think Liquido is just going to be like cruise controlling in the air just so we can avoid a lot of things Blanca throws on, including the ball, the Blancatron, and even the heavy kick trading with Blanca ball. Wow.
Teleport, yeah, mid-range float, heavy kick, that stops a lot, and apparently Blanca Ball is one of those things.
No, we're roughing it. Look for with that lightning there. Or I guess, oh, I know what they were looking for. Trying to trade with one of Dawson's longer reaching buttons. I think that's what it was. Oh,
yeah, strike throw with the level 2. However, that's a lot of gauge to spend just for a single throw.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Liquid O lands a level 3. That's a huge boatload of damage.
yeah, it's best to spin level 3 right now before you lose it. You lose the rounds. Oh no!
Blogga-chan.
I tell you, they should just remove Blogga-chan in this game. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh, goodness. We're going the final rounds here. First game.
Okay, rufianMX puts themselves in the corner, splats down Liquid O. The overhead still knocks him down. It is Ruffian's MX game, and finally Liquid O stops the pressure.
Yeah, this is what Liquid O needs to find. Gotta get Ruffian off of ourselves. Try to float in the air to avoid all Blanca's pressure, but it's not gonna matter to Munch. With the standing heavy kick, catching Liquid O out the air into the level 1 to get the kill.
No way. That was a Juggle City chaotic combo.
Marvel combo if I've ever seen one.
That did look like a Marvel combo.
Dude, Blanca has such like Marvel combos, especially when Blanca goes for the level 2 War of the Beast and just keeps on like having their opponent fly higher and higher and higher to the top of the screen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's stupid. I love it.
It's so stupid that it's beautiful. Oh, but this is a beautiful side switch from Liquid O. Now, once again, try to stay in the air to avoid any kind of shenanigans Ruffian goes for.
Few block strings. Liquid O wanting to make sure Ruffian doesn't press. It gets the lucky jump in and finally gets around.
Gets around, see if Liquid O can cash on any of this momentum here. Yep, that again, as we talk about.
Oh, big button. That's a big button.
Really big button, and now he's gonna put Ruffian at the other side of the screen here. Just throwing out these buttons. Oh no, but they're in. They're in.
Yeah, Ruffian beats Liquid O to the cross, to the punch. And this is going to be a lot of damage, but this should be burnout. No, very close to burnout.
Yeah, I think a lot of the drive gauge on level 3 is more at the beginning of the move. But we're going to do OD Blanca Ball. Say no to the mix-up, as it's enough to take us to the final rounds.
Wild Edge, that's a good button to throw after Drive Rush. But no, Liquid O stops it.
Oh my gosh, River Run almost hitting Liquid O. Yep, there you go. That's one way to deal with Blogga-chan. Just make sure you hit Blanca out of it before he activates it.
You gotta. High-low mixed up. Yep, level 3. Oh my god. I don't think this is going to kill because of... Damn it. I was about to say because of the jab, but I forgot that they didn't have a lot of life left.
We unfortunately have lost all of our channel points now.
No! Well, I didn't have any to begin with.
You can't lose points if you don't have any.
Haha, take that, economy.
Take that, Sajam's economy.
Oh, man. I always like how Sajam says the word commentary because it's commentary. What?
I never noticed that until now. That's awesome. It does say it like
Again,
that.
yeah, 2 air shimmies. Liquid O's teleports is air shimmy so he can wait, see you whiff throw, and then hit that button.
Dude, weird. That was like an aggressive Liquid O we saw that last round. Uh-oh. But it's a little risky to be aggressive when Blancachon's on the field like that.
Oh yeah, especially since because of 2-on-1. And it's a double team on Dalsim. Yoga, ouch.
My gosh, this character, man. This character's a problem, man.
Well, more so it's Liquid O's problem. He could just sit here in the commentary booth. My bad, commentary.
In the commentary booth. We just get to watch them suffer for our enjoyment. Oh man, that's definitely gonna make you suffer. Getting grabbed out of parry like that.
Again with the air shimmy from Liquid O. No meter spent until now.
Yeah, like this, just still in the air. Just let that level 2 timer run out. But it's gonna be a problem when Ruffian gets in.
Overhead finds the mark, and we still have a little bit of that level 2 juice to really hammer. Critical art, and it lands! Raw critical art. This is as much damage as you can get without doing a combo.
A lot of damage, and it's giving Liquid a lot of drive gauge left because they were at less than a bar at risk of burnout. Oh, there's the teleport shimmies again.
One more blocks the underneath punch, and drive rush to punish off of a perfect parry.
Also, Liquid gonna take the game. You know, Liquid has been practicing that perfect parry punish off the Blanca ball.
Liquid O is up against rufianMX. 2-1. Will this be a tied game, or will Liquid O just move forward?
Tell you what, Liquid has got like a lot of momentum off these past few games, so they definitely can take it for Ruffian. Just think about rushdown characters, they just need that one clean confirm, and now they're in on Liquid.
Yeah, but they're going to need meters, so Liquid O is not going to get the worst of the damage potential while doing a lot of damage themselves.
Yeah, you're right. It's not much damage, but hey, we're just whittling down Ruffian. Oh, wow. Tried to do Blancachon in neutral like that, but Liquid calling out the teleport.
Uh-huh. Liquid O playing it. Again, man, rufianMX just can't help but want to throw.
Dude, the aggressive Liquid is like coming out when it matters most and just like mixing Ruffian up.
Yeah, Ruffian has been trying to tech a lot of throws, underestimating Liquid O's ability to teleport midair and hit a huge combo.
It really is just like the only way to deal with it is just rush in on Liquid and make sure he doesn't even find these situations to get these teleports. And that's the scary thing about going for grab, is when he has that anti-grab tech and teleport.
Oh boy, here comes Blancachon on the field. And Liquid O unwisely steps into it. This will be the round.
I need to correct myself. I said anti-grab with the teleport. I'm going to say anti-grab with the head drill.
Teleport is caught. Overhead catches too.
For strike this time. Ruffian's starting to call out these anti-grabs.
Super pressure, and yes, rufianMX realizes, hey, if you're gonna press that a lot, let me go ahead and do my run.
Goes for reversal and gets the install on the level 2. I like the option because we just need
that's
to find
gonna
that
be
one
it. rufianMX extends their life in the tournament just a little bit longer with 2-2 Liquid O versus Ruffian. One of these players is moving on to losers semis. One of them is going home.
This match has been going on for quite some time. It's been back and forth as we are now at final game.
And the winner of this match is gonna face one way to Jesus.
That's right, and we just have to figure out who that player is. Look at trying to make a name for themselves, locking Ruffian in the corner, knows that pressure is fake with the air ball.
But that slap to the face, that's real.
The heaviest hitting slap in this game. Not physically, but mentally.
Okay. 2 light kicks, finds the combo. Liquido take it to the air. This is going to be some good damage for Ruffian.
Something interesting. I saw Ruffian go for it. Went for the grab while Blancachan was on the field. It looked like it was an option select. If Liquido parried, he would have gotten the grab, but if they got hit by the Blancachan, they still, or you'd be safe still.
This is so much more aggressive for Liquido.
Yeah, and it feels like these are like the instances where Liquido has been excelling the most in this matchup when they're playing aggressively against Ruffian.
You have to play aggressively in Europe.
Yeah, play aggressively just to prevent Blanca from getting any of his setups going on.
Okay, 1 throw from Liquido. We're still tied in life. Liquido has the meter advantage. That's not going to mind because a lot of the places in this location are experience-based. Oh my god, perfect parry to stand heavy.
Liquido is not afraid to be using these drive reversals. Just really wants to get Ruffian off them.
Yeah, Liquido has enough faith in their calculations to pinpoint where their opponent is.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit more reactively now, trying to react to what Ruffian does, but unfortunately, they're going to run in with the River Run on the OD Fireball. Now looking good for Liquido.
This could be it for Liquido. Level 2 rufianMX. And now we're burnt out. We need a miracle.
That was a true block string, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, especially since it was prepared from an actual animal.
Oh man, yeah, it was really scary. That burnout kind of sealed Liquido's fate, and Ruffian fully capitalized on it with that level 2 into the true block string as they go up to loser semis to face off against One Way to Jesus. But
What we're
Captain,
doing, yeah. What's up?
I think we need to take a break from loser bracket. We need to go back into the winners bracket.
Oh yeah, we got a break from losers, but we don't got a break from the action. Ferreras versus Ryu. Cammy versus Ryu. Cammy's ability to shut down fireballs with back fist. Meanwhile, Ryu has an amazing reversal. I really wondering how our Paladin is going to be playing.
Yeah, especially if it's Cammy versus Ryu, I feel like it's a back and forth matchup where it's the rushdown character who wants to get in on you and apply a lot of pressure, but also Ryu can kind of box you at close range as well. He does have stubbier buttons, but man, those stubby buttons pack a punch. So I feel like this matchup can go either way depending on, well, just how it goes.
Yeah, the back fist is going to be the X factor because that's going to go right past Ryu's fireball game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is just a matter of how comfortable Paladin is of throwing fireballs out in neutral.
And how comfortable Ferreras is in calling him out.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And yo, legendary Jake in the chat. What's up, man? Glad to see you coming out.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's been a lot of fun coming here to 9MOONS monthly number 8. Also, y'all better claim your match arena codes, please.
Where's the chat? I don't know if there's like a match arena on screen, but they're over there, right down there. Type in ! match arena. You can give our wonderful players free money for a top 3.
Free money?
Yep, you heard me right. Free money.
Free money.
Free money. Yeah, but we still have some codes you all can claim in the chats if you go ahead and click the link down below. you'll give our players some free 25 cents added to the pot.
Always good to have. Be generous, people.
Yeah, it looks like we're waiting on Paladin to come back into the room here, but in the meantime, what's season 3? What do we think is gonna happen with season 3?
I really don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing another completely original character for the pass. Like, not even a legacy character, just new. But I want to see Makoto. I want my girl Makoto. Please.
Oh man, I tell you what, speaking of Makoto, I remember watching, I think it was like Justin Wong's video saying like, people who don't, which characters do you not want to see return in Street Fighter? And some people say like, Makoto, you really want to see her drive rush across half the screen? Yes! Yes, I do want to see that in this game.
No, I want to see her hit people in the groin. That's what I want to see.
Yes, we love to see this.
I want to see angry karate girl hit people right in the gonads, okay? I'm a simple man.
But he might not be an angry karate man, but he's definitely a man in this fighting game. But, oh man, not gonna be much as Ferreras taking round 1 here.
Early lead. Now that's that back fist we were talking about.
Yeah. Actually, Hot Shokeki counts as a projectile, right?
Yeah, it does, but Ryu's not going to be throwing a Shogeki in that range.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man. Very brave drive impact. Burns Paladin out.
Burns Paladin out, but also burns Ferreras out as well, and that's why we're going to go for the level 3 here. We're getting the damage. We're locking Paladin and Burnout.
Well, we're getting some damage. It started off with lights, and you can see how heavily scaled it was because of that.
You're right. Paladin still on Burnout here. Oh, man.
Shimmy to the punish counter throw. Ferreras takes the first game.
Yeah, I felt that for Ferreras, like, you gotta have like so much patience when you're on Paladin's side, not to let level 3 rip. Try to take your turn back, but I'll tell you what was really scary. Paladin has been burning a lot of their drive gauge, and look that they're on Burnout now because of it.
This is so crazy. We don't normally see Paladin burnt out this quickly.
Yeah, things gonna blow up in their face. Charge up Hooligan here. Not gonna spend a lot of drive gauge here, but it doesn't matter as we still got the corner, which now Paladin's trying to escape.
Yeah, Galley with the side stage throw. And Ferreras takes their turn back, and because of the perfect parry, that sealed Paladin's fate.
Sealed their fate for Ferreras, making a very good case for themselves to move on to grand finals. Low forward drive rush, my beloved, as it takes Paladin in the corner. Once again, blocks the UDP.
Yeah. Oh, counter hit jab, believes in it. Okay, now it's Ferreras burnt out.
Wow, grab.
Beautiful punish counter conversion. Went for the overhead, but Ferreras challenges it. Again, this level 3 is not going to kill because of the scaling, but it's very close, and it avoided an overhead.
It's very close, but it's also almost burning Paladin out. Not that's going to matter much as Ferreras getting the shimmy punish. All of a sudden, in the span of a few minutes, we are now 2-0. Honesty, we're locking in Akuma, and Akuma versus Cammy. Yeah, I can see Akuma just being like better in this matchup overall. Because one, Akuma doesn't have any bad matchups, and two,
Yeah, what's a bad matchup?
Akuma doesn't even know the definition of a bad matchup. He never heard that word in his life.
Yeah, but Akuma has baby health, 9,000 to be exact, 1,000 less than your average player.
That's right, but at the same time, Cammy, not known for having like the biggest damage output in the game, but she does rely a lot on just like really good Oki pressure.
No DP. Yeah, Paladin is letting these jump-ins rock from Frost.
All right, and just like that, we are now at potential set point for Ferreras. Paladin needs to...
And Ferreras, if they win this, they're going to be in grand finals in the winner's position. It's highly privileged. And Paladin, oh, this is a rare level 2. And get your back broken. I hate that trip to the chiropractor.
I thought I wasn't going to burn out for a second. I forgot. Yeah, you get hit on the way down.
Great neutral jump from Ferreras.
Now, here's the crazy part, though. A confirm until level 3 will be enough to kill Ferreras. If Paladin is willing to go for it, though. Man! Dude, Ferreras mashing light punch on wake up like that? Jesus versus rufianMX.
Oh man, these two haven't mixed it up all tournament, but both of them are very strong in the neutral.
That's something I like seeing Ruffian go for a lot. After the perfect parry, does the walk-up grab. And it looks like one way Jesus wasn't ready for it at that instant.
Oh, that standing medium punch. Ruffian did get in trouble with those being whip punch, but one way, Jesus. Uh-oh.
Oh, he tried to get cheeky with the reset, but it's not gonna happen.
Positioning change for Ruffian is gonna put Jesus in a bad spot. Will this go through? No, Ruffian was not born yesterday. Blocked it, takes the round, and Jesus spends 2 meters for nothing.
We're seeing a really aggressive Jesus here. We tried to go for the reset with the DI, it didn't work out. Tried wake up level 2, didn't work out as well, and Ruffian's just getting some really good reads because of it.
Oh man, wake up jab. Jesus does not care about your Oki.
We're seeing a very, very aggressive one-way Jesus here. Level 1 to get that extra damage. Trying to burn Ruffian out here.
Oh, Ruffian with the level 1. And we interrupt the Blanca ball.
And all of a sudden, one way got Jesus making this comeback happen in this first game.
But still, that's only a single round.
It is a single round, so one way needs to close it out here if they want to take the game, but it's not looking good. Ruffian's locking them in the corner, baiting out the grab with the shimmy. Ruffian, the first game.
Ruffian always usually gets a hot start. See what I mean? That jump back in the corner.
Very hot anti-grab. Here's the problem though. One way is now in burnouts, and
oh my.
even if one way gets level 1, that's not invincible on wake up.
Okay, that worked. But the side switch throw from Jesus.
Dude, Jesus has such aggressive defense. Even on wake up, they are mashing jab. Doesn't care that they're in burnouts with no level 2. They're still wanting to take their turn back.
Oh man, they took more than their turn. They took the round.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? Look at this aggressive playstyle from One Way Jesus. Drive rush, round starts with the medium punch. Trying to get something going.
If it works, it works.
Right, if it works.
And finally, rufianMX goes for the level 2. This is where a lot of bad things or a lot of good things can happen. Mainly for the staff.
Blowing up the wake up jab with that counter hits. Oh man. But that's the thing, Ruffian just getting so many good reads on one way here.
And that's going to be the second game. So it's 2-0. One way to Jesus is... I think that was from the last one.
I just got mixed up there.
We're back at the Pow Pow Cafe.
Best stage in the game.
I love that walk under. And one way to Jesus giving up damage for drive gauge.
Ooh, tried to go for a reset there with the sway, but Ruffian's gonna block it.
Now, mashing against Blanca Hop is one of the best ways to stop it, as well as just throwing Blanca.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Jesus has been just mashing jab on wake up anyway, so. And again, there it is. It's been working out, at least for a while.
They trade, and now one way to Jesus getting these better combos, but the parry from one way to Jesus spending a lot of resources to maintain his pressure.
Even willing to put themselves in burnout, but it's gonna blow up in their face as Ruffian gets the DI. One way, not ready with the super.
That was one of the very few times it was. Whoa, full screen level 2 activation, Ruffian? Okay. This is
my
a
gosh.
god. This is the game point.
Do round start spending all 3 bars of meter? That's a
told
block play.
Holy cow, one way to Jesus is going to make sure that they need to resurrect tomorrow because Jesus has been buried out of the tournament. rufianMX moving on to lose.
Gone at the start of the round, but it worked out.
All right, Paladin versus rufianMX. Paladin is gonna stay with the Ryu. No more honesty. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Immediate pressure on Ruffian. We want to make sure that Blanca does not get any opportunity to get a mix-up in.
One throw. And Paladin does not get the DI checks. Gets splat for his troubles to the level 1.
Oh no, wake up parry's not gonna work out for Paladin. Burn themselves out.
Paladin has just had a string of unfortunate losses ever since the switch to Akuma.
Yeah, Paladin's been like really aggressive on their drive gauge usage, but it hasn't been netted to a lot of good instances for the most part.
Oh, that's a big crouching heavy.
Wow, we just threw out the Blockatron in neutral like that, and we got away with it.
rufianMX knows how to get away with it. I just stopped asking questions. Good throw to stop the parry.
Oh my gosh, I like that drive rush from Paladin. Watch them make sure Ruffian doesn't even get an instant to use the level 2 there. 2 bars of me are down the drain.
Nice meaty Oki as well to take that round.
Oh my gosh, thrown out the air balls. Yeah, just like wanting to make sure to just stall
my
in the
God.
air, try to avoid Blanca Ball.
That's a lot of damage to Akuma.
Okay, try reversal, say no to the mix-up, and we get in with the jumping heavy punch. Yeah, no, don't spin level 3. We need that Oki pressure.
Rainbow Blanca Ball to still maintain the pressure up against Paladin. And the light kick to electricity seals this game.
The Rainbow Ball with Paladin not going for the DP there kind of sealed Paladin's fate as Ruffian was able to find another hit to take the game.
You're right, you don't see a lot of anti-airs from Paladin.
We're just holding on to this. Oh, gosh.
Oh my god,
This-
mid-screen throw loop.
Okay, before we get out of it, thankfully. We're out of it.
Fireball meets Blanca-chan. Who's dangerous?
You know what? The more I think about it, I think Ruffian's just calling out Paladin's air fireballs. Because he's just like stalling himself in the air, giving Ruffian the perfect time to just throw out a Blancatron like that. There it is
You're
again.
right. And because of the position, that puts Blanca-chan right behind Paladin.
Yep, sure, go for the level 2. We really want to keep this pressure. Need something out from Paladin though.
Ruffian MX doing some serious damage to Paladin.
Oh, but gets hit with the cross up from the rainbow bow.
Is this going to be another 3-0?
Oh no, man. It's looking. It might be, Captain.
Man, it might be, it could be, but will it be?
We'll just have to wait and see if Ruffian can make it happen to go into grand finals here.
This is going to be whoever fights, whoever wins this will get the privilege of fighting Ferreras in grand final. Oh!
Beautiful call outs from the DI with that jump. Wake up level 1. Paladin getting a little more aggressive on this defense, but it's kind of blowing up in their face here.
Yeah, drive rush stops yourself short to bait out a move, and now Paladin spent a lot of drive gauge on shenanigans that went nowhere.
They went nowhere, but I think it's all fine for Paladin because they're not in the corner, and Paladin has a good amount of life, so... I'm sorry, do we check Adamant Fist with crouching jab?
Oh my god. Air blockable, the Scourge of Many, and the punish counter. Yeah, the punish counter, these punish counter combos are doing so much. You're dead. You're absolutely ding-dong dead. Get back in the dirt, Akuma.
God,
This
Paladin.
is it. Final round. Ruffian MX on set point against Paladin. Set point versus survival point.
Gosh, Paladin's tired of holding all these strike field mix-ups, but Ruffian is just reading them every single time they go for an ODTP or just wake up in general.
Ha! You say reading, but that level 3 makes me say it's eating. Oh no! We just DP'd for $1 million, and it's not for $1 million, but Ruffian MX in grand finals is going to be part of that 101 payout. There are 39 codes in the match arena. But right now, we're at grand final. Ferreras playing Ken versus Ruffian MX is Blanca.
Yo, the Platinum 3 Ken, let's go.
Remember, Ferreras' Cammy is unranked.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. You know what? I kind of like the mystery of I'm unranked, so therefore you have no idea how many hours I have in this game.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's go. Oh, flapjack combo from Ruffian MX.
Oh, I saw an opportunity where Ruffian wanted to get the side switch there, but wasn't fast enough. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. We'll get all of the damage we can off of a whiffed DP punish counter.
Yeah, Ruffian MX looking to end this quick. Ferreras, though, remember, they're in the winner's side, so they need to win 3 games, while Ruffian needs to win a total of 6.
I tell you what, with how this past game just went, we might see a bracket reset.
Yeah, unless we go right back to the camp. Yeah, the fling with Ken, no. Also, there's only one Ken we give a dang about, and that's Master Ken from Enter the Dojo.
Man, I'll tell you what, Ferreras almost kind of playing differently now, getting some 2 good reads on Ruffian here.
Let me see. Thrust of freedom, chip! Thrust of freedom, chip! I would love, please, Capcom, fighting Namco, Netherrealm, please give me Master Ken as a playable guest character.
Round 2. Fight.
I think I might be too young for that reference. I don't know
No,
who that is.
he's still, it's a very popular channel right now. You're not too young. You're never too young to learn about the secrets of a Meridote.
Oh my
Master
God.
Ken is a 17th degree black belt. He can kill you.
With Lance. Damn, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, but Ferreras.
Oh
killing
my
Ruffian
god,
here.
Ferreras.
Cammy wins.
Yo, these are these lightning quick matches, dude.
That's what happens when it's rushdown character versus rushdown, and I am all for it.
Jump back in. Oh man,
Ruffian's so
Aggress-
much drive gauge.
yeah, that was an aggressive start. We got some good damage, but now Ruffian has to back away because they spent so. Holy cow! Okay, let's just slide across the stage.
Honestly, I'd say it's worth it just to get that corner pressure on Ferreras. Oh man, that counter DI. We're ready for it this time.
Round 2.
Ruffian is getting a little pissed off about being beaten so easily.
Look at that shimmy for Ferreras, trying to see if Ruffian's trying to match out something. Getting the grab instead.
Well, I'll tell you what's getting mashed. Blanca's face.
I tell you what, that outfit is not protecting his face that well.
No, there's no extra padding in that mascot outfit. ODDP from Ferreras. They both jump back, just wanting to not get too close to the corner because one side switch, yep, like that one, is going to lead to a DI.
We are at a slither of health, but we're jumping a little bit too much. Not that it's going to matter as we wake up with the crouching medium punch to keep Ruffian keeping Ruffian honest. We are calling out those shimmies.
Nothing honest about that one. That was just a drive rush cancel combo. We didn't spend all the drive gauge very well. And the level 3 is going to whittle about half of Ferreras' health.
Whittle down some health and get some drive gauge back for Ruffian. Oh, but here's the scary thing. I'm looking at Ferreras' drive gauge. Getting a little close to burnout here.
Oh, the wild edge. Wake up, did Ruffian press? Oh my god, the block stop!
Bro.
Bruh.
What? Why does Blanca
Oh
get
my
to do this?
Yo, that was so unfortunate. Ferreras went for the right call. The drive impact done at the correct time, but just not at the right distance.
And Blanca he just has the privilege to get away with so much stuff, man. The whip, the eye.
Jerk. You're finished!
Not finished quite yet, but Ferreras has an opportunity to finish Ruffian. It's a good start with the grab on the parry. One more hit.
This combo's gonna put Ruffian in a very good spot. Doesn't get the damage, but it's gonna maintain corner pressure. And we're one round away from reset point.
Oh my gosh, you're right. We are 1 round away. But Ferreras wants to make sure that doesn't happen. Immediate hits on the beginning of the rounds. Now we're playing the strike throw game here. Keeping Ruffian in the corner.
Safe jump. Another throw. Wanted for the shimmy, but gets caught on the walk back. Too close for it.
Wow, no punish on the whip grab. DI, because we know Ferreras is in burnout. Not ready for the level 3.
How hard does Ruffian want this round? Will Ruffian spend the level 3? Oh, you have to. You have to right now, Ruffian. Thank you. Absolutely thank you. Please. I thought you wouldn't need it, but you listened to me. And with that level 3, Ruffian hits the reset, and we're going all the way back to the zeros.
Man, what a reset indeed. Ruffian giving us the beast with that level 3.
Ferreras, I wonder what they're going to do differently. Ruffian has been fighting a lot more aggressive out of the gate.
I think something I'm also noticing is Ferreras is just, they're holding a lot of Ruffian's block pressure and whatnot. Not looking up doing anything. Just kind of wait and see what happens. Oh my gosh, we couldn't even see the bottom of the screen. That blockage hand was on the ground.
Yeah, the blockage hand has been doing work, and Ferreras is getting worked over after getting the level 1 blocked. These reversal options Ruffian is calling out. Oh, great use of the crouch medium. That is such a long range poke.
All right, and we're getting a witch punish on the air ball. But yeah, Ruffian does not want to hold that mix-up whatsoever. Says no to it. Says no once again, but gets blocked this time. Ferreras, you gotta carry this momentum throughout the rest of the set here, and does just that with the DI. Ruffian was not willing to spend any meter.
Ruffian has a lot more confidence in their abilities than I think so. Ferreras chases Ruffian down. Ruffian brought it close to the corner. Classic drive rush combo. Ferreras doesn't burn themselves out. Wisely so. It wouldn't have killed.
And because we use the level 3 right here, we get some corner pressure on Ruffian. Yes, I agree. Do the ODDP. We need to keep Ruffian in this corner, because if we don't, Ruffian gets away with all these Blanca mix-ups.
Oh, this is going to be the mother of all mix-ups with the level 2.
Oh my gosh, the grab! And the whip! A ball! Oh, Ferreras!
Ferreras finally getting a win on the board. Needs 2 more.
Oh my gosh, checks with the crouching medium punch. That's Ferreras. Wants to try and get a punish on that whiff.
Ferreras steals their turn back with an ODDP. They're both close to burning out.
Oh man, what a fade from the Blanca ball into a perfect parry.
And into the corner.
Did a lot of things for Ferreras. Now, Ruffian. Yeah, just go for attacks. We need to find a way to get that drive gauge up and pronto.
Walks back, still comes in with a drive impact, but Ruffian was ready for it, and this is going to be the kill.
The kill indeed, but I still think Ferreras has a lot of momentum after game 1 here, so not out just yet. Oh man, that whiffed!
And that's going to lead right to the level 2. Ruffian does not want to wait for the level 3. They want to do as much damage as possible.
They want to do damage and also try to get this pressure on Ferreras in the corner, and that's why we're going to see them spin the level 1. Say no to the mix-up.
Again.
Oh.
That's the classic mix-up, 2BA. If it doesn't work, do it again. They're not expecting it.
DP on the blockable Ferreras. It's going crazy here.
Ferreras gets popped in the corner. rufianMX, do they have enough in the tank to get this kill? No, they missed the combo. Ferreras has one more lease on life. But that lease was taken away by the landlord that is OD Blanca Ball. Housing is a right.
Housing is a right, but Ruffian does not want that to be a right if they wants to take this tournament. Make sure Ferreras doesn't have any like safe grounds staying on here. SDI safe.
Double knees.
Wow, delayed the dive kick to blow up Ruffian's anti-air attempts?
Great timing and awareness, Ferreras, but rufianMX so much damage to the tank with the level 1. Jumps back in, and that's going to be the better button because of the hitbox that goes underneath Blanca.
Dude, Ferreras didn't go for 1 OD dive kick. They went for 2 in that instance.
Wasn't enough, though. rufianMX has been playing incredibly well. We've already seen the bracket reset, and Ferreras, who was so dominant before, has been struggling to keep up.
I think that meant to be a cannon spike, but somehow worked out for Ferreras. Now with that drive gauge back, we're gonna go with the DI stun.
Oh my god!
Styling.
Yeah, styling and profiling. Super sexy, stylish DMC style combos.
And I don't even think that was an instance of like trying to optimize getting as much meter as possible, because Ferreras already has level 3 here.
This is some good damage for Ferreras. Remember, both of our fighters at 1-1. This is the final game. Somebody is going to be winning this. No more resets. It's going to be decided in this set.
Oh! Ferreras getting the grab on Ruffian here. And I think we got a few more games left.
Well, Ferreras is 2-1. This could be the last game. Oh, that dive kick. Nice and meaty punish counter, too.
Just go for a simple grab. Nothing too fancy.
Ferreras playing with fire, whipping buttons that neutral.
Oh, man. Wasn't ready for the DI. So I don't know if Ferreras even wanted to go for level 1 in that instance with Ruffian having such a life lead.
And the repeated throws just really messed him. Ruffian needs to tie this game up. Ferreras, though, hasn't gotten around to their name, and Ruffian already early level 2.
Yeah. When you see players go for just like level 3 and level 2 and whatnot, and round 2 instance, you know that means they're confident in their ability to take the round here, and Ruffian just needs one clean mix-up to take the game here.
Oh, doesn't believe in the standing light kick. But the standing heavy go ahead and puts it on the tie. 2-2. This is it. This is the final game, 2BA. No more stalling, all right? This is it.
Final game in bracket resets. We couldn't have asked for a better grand finals here, Captain.
Wild edge on the meaty. Ferreras got caught hitting buttons and is now caught in the corner.
Gosh, had to respect the Blanca-chan on the ground there.
Oh, jump back heavy punch. What a button. That's been catching Ferreras a lot. And now the whip wasn't fully punished but gets tagged. Ruffian so close to being burnt out themselves. 2 drive impacts, not quite enough. And now we're at tournament point. rufianMX.
Oh my gosh, I don't think there was like a single gap within the past 10 seconds where Ruffian was not jumping and just been blowing Ferreras up. Another anti-grab with the air ball.
OD Blanca Ball has been doing so much work for rufianMX, mainly because it's so fast. And oh, that's the classic Ruffian!
Oh, grab out of it. Ferreras is still having signs of life. We're just throwing it out in neutral like that.
Well, we're not afraid. rufianMX has to go quite some space to get to Blanca-chan, but a little bit of that level 2 does a lot of damage. We can be one more interaction away from ending this tournament right now.
Oh my gosh, Blanca-chan didn't activate fast enough. What?
Drive reversal, one more throw. One more, will Ruffian do it? Oh my God! Drive rush slide all the way from downtown after faking out with a Blanca hop. rufianMX, after a bracket reset, is your 9MOONS number 8 monthly champion.
Oh my gosh, at the end there, wow, Ruffian just got read after read after read, and the Blanca hop to avoid the level 1 was enough to seal the deal. Keep telling you, Blanca, he's a terrifying character.
Oh, he is so terrifying. He's so stupid, but like because of the Blanca hop, one of the reasons why we like to use jab to stop Blanca hop is because we keep mashing, allowing the game to autocorrect. When you are doing a super, you better pray that you're doing it late enough for the correction to kick it in. However, the spell check did not hit at the time of that level 1, and instead Ferreras got checked out of this tournament.
But hey, shout out to Ferreras for making second place here at 9MOONS number 8. Gonna be coming home with, I think it's like a good $30. So
yeah, pretty good money. Pretty good money.
Pretty good money, but yes, Ruffian is your 9MOONS 8 champion, and with that, that closes the book for 9MOONS Street Fighter 6 number 8.
Thank you so much, chat, for being here right now. We had an impressive 45 viewers watching this grand finals, an impressive grand finals with Ruffian and Ferreras, and an impressive commentary partner with 2BA.